is up, cyberspace? Welcome back to your favorite podcast. This is DOUGBROCK Radio. What is up, cyberspace? Welcome back to your favorite podcast. This is DOUGBROCK Radio. Napapanood nyo sa paborito nyong YouTube channel, DOUGBROCK TV. Mapapanood nyo na rin syempre sa Spotify at sa lahat ng podcast streaming platforms. Panibagong Sunday habit na naman. Panibagong kwentuhan na siguradong maraming kapupulutan ng values. Hindi ko napapahabain. Wala akong maisip na sapat na intro sa dami ng ginagawa at sa lupit ng taong to. Ladies and gentlemen, Cybergang, Real Talk DARBS.
Hey, what's up? Real Talk DARBS, back at it again. Dog, thank you very much for inviting me over. Maraming salamat.
Hey.
It's my privilege, it's my honor. I'm surprised with how you built this thing up. Sobrang galing, sobrang awesome, and thank you for having me here.
Salamat. Sobrang nililook forward ko tong episode na to. At kung alam nyo lang, matagal na akong sumisingit-singit sa DMs ni Real Talk DARBS at sa wakas na pagbigyan niya tayo makakwentuhan ngayong araw na to.
Happy to provide value.
Salamat. Very valuable talaga. Even if nung nasa Dubai ka pa, nasa Middle East ka pa. I've been watching your lives throughout the pandemic.
Really?
Yeah, and it's helping me a lot.
Oh.
May mga ganun. Siguro ngayon, alam ko maraming beses mo na narinig, pero siguro sasabihin ko na rin ngayon na ang daming valuable content creators na pinapanood ko at ng mga kakilala ko na hindi naman nila sinasabi sa comment na nandun sila eh. Pero sila mismo, nagbe-benefit dun sa mga yon. And thank you for doing what you do.
Happy to know na making such an impact to a very talented person like you. I'm honored and I'm privileged. Doing that, actually, every time I create a content, it's always about giving value. Even before I posted my first vlog, sinulat ko yun sa back of the notebook, but it was not as articulate as I was saying it right now. But the thought is, every time I create a video, may isa lang akong soul na mabago. I'm good with it. So regardless of how many views I would have, so I was able to re-articulate it right now. And I always said this: one changed soul is worth more than 1 billion views.
Yeah.
So yun. I mean, that's how I operate ever since. And I'm very happy na since 2018 up until 2023, Dubai pa ako ngayon, nandito na ako sa Philippines, and yeah.
5 years down the line, no?
Exactly. Sobrang tagal.
Okay, so ang galing nung thought lang na one soul change is way better than more than 1 billion views. Parang sige, isang buhay lang yung mabago natin, maitama natin, matulungan natin, ma-inspire natin. Kada gawa ng content, okay na yun. Pag nagsasabay-sabay na 4, 5, 10, bonus na lahat yun.
Exactly. Yeah.
ROI mo, isa lang, no?
Exactly. Isa lang. One soul at a time. Kasi one of the difficult things about being consistent in content creation is, yun nga, most of the time, people started off as having the wrong notion of why they entered in content creation. Or like in this space. If you think about it, barrier of entry is very low. May phone ka lang and you have an internet, you can be part of the game in content creation. But if the barrier of entry is so low, because almost everybody has that, why is it that at least one of our 10 friends dapat sikat na content creator? Right? It's not the case, right? Kahit ganun lang siya kabilis, ganun lang siya kadali, pero bakit hindi lahat ganun nagiging successful?
Yeah.
It's just only because there are people who's way better than what I'm doing right now, like more talented, more articulate, more good looking. But the problem is they're not able to do it long enough. And only because the why is wrong. And most of the time the why is very shallow reason, money and fame.
Okay.
And that's what I'm teaching sa Content Mastery Bootcamp ko. Before holding off a camera, before doing anything, the very important thing that you have to have is the intent kung bakit mo ginagawa to. Kasi the why is basically gonna fuel you on why you could still do it after 10 years, after 5 years. The only reason why you won't become successful at this thing, not just in content creation, but life in general, is for you not to be able to do things long enough. So you have to find that why. As cliche as it may sound, as idealistic as it may be, and I hope that if your why is getting money and getting fame works, I teach that. I'm a very practical guy, hindi ako idealistic. But the thing is, part of my journey, yun yung natutunan ko eh. And that's what I'm sharing. Having the why is very, 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 very important for you to do this for a long period of time.
And ang maganda doon, you, Darbs, you have your why very intact within your heart. Na hindi mo siya na hindi ka nawawala doon.
Yeah, of course. Kasi hindi ko alam eh. The fact of the matter is, parang I'm fucking blessed. Bro, there are a lot of people out there who hates their job, who doesn't want to be in a place where they're in. They're not living, they're just surviving. And they're paid very less. And that's the kind of life most people are living. Us, I would love to think, is we're able to do the things that we love.
Yes.
We're able to get money from the things that we love to do. Isipin mo yun, like you're being paid on the thing that you love doing.
O din, no? Para kang mahilig sa basketball, tas basketball superstar ka.
Exactly. It's very rare right now. And being able to be in the space where nagagawa ko yung bagay na gusto ko, ginagawa ko yung bagay kung saan ako magaling. Magkaiba yung magaling ka sa ginagawa mo kasi maraming ganun pero hindi gusto yung ginagawa nila.
No. Good point.
Yeah.
Good point.
Yeah.
Ikaw, ginagawa mo kung saan ka magaling.
Yes, saan ako magaling.
Kasi gusto mo yun yung gagawin mo.
Exactly.
Okay.
Magaling ako sa ginagawa ko. I'd love to think that. I love what I'm doing. I'm able to help people along the way and earn tons of money out of it.
So, you get paid out of doing it.
Exactly. And those four is a very parang complicated combination that most people don't get that. And I'm just so blessed to have this kind of reality
Wow.
in my moment right now. And that's the reason why this is meant to be shared. In a 2023 world moving forward, this is an era of opportunity. Bro, I always said this sa mga talks ko on my, what do you call this? Seminars ko. Like we could have been born in the 1900s.
Okay.
And imagine yourself if you were born in the 1900s and at that specific time, that lifetime, sabihin na natin, 1900s, pinanganak ka, and you were in Europe. On that same timeline, World War I happened. Same timeline, Spanish flu happened. Like everybody that you know, almost everybody that surrounds you died. And then at the same timeline, World War III happened. World War II, si shit. Huwag mo nang 3, bro.
Walang ganun. 1900s.
1900s.
After the Spanish flu,
World War II happened. So isipin mo yun if you're in that timeline, like the chance for you to really pursue what you want to do is non-existent. At that specific time, the only thing that you will do is just to find a way how to survive. And living just by merely surviving is not living at all. And this is why in this era, 2023 moving forward, in the era of opportunity, this is a golden era of opportunity. Everybody has an equal fair amount of chance to become successful.
True.
Because of the technology that was given to us. And if in case there are a lot of people right now who's not able to find that, siguro this is my feeble attempt on sharing what I've learned in my lifetime kung nasan ako ngayon. Because I'm not teaching vlogging, I'm not teaching content creation. Honestly, hindi yan tinuturo ko. I'm teaching people to find a thing that they love, learn how to monetize, learn to find a monetization around the thing that they love, and live a life in their own terms. So what I'm actually teaching people is to how to live a life in their own terms.
Not just content creation, not just being a vlogger.
Yes, this is just a vehicle. Like isipin mo bro, I wake up every single day happy, and the only problem that I have in every single day is how can I spend the rest of the day doing the things that I love. And if that is not, and I'd love for people to have that kind of problem.
Yeah. You're blessed to have that kind of problem. To be able to think, paano ko kaya tatapusin yung araw na to na lahat ng gusto kong gawin mapagkakasya ko.
Exactly.
Yung mga ganun.
Yes.
Yung mga gusto kong kitain, gusto kong makadinner mamaya, ma-meet ko pa sa dami ng kailangan ko pang asikasuhin. Alam mo yun, those are good problems.
Yes.
And for you to be able to be on that situation, you've done a lot and you sacrificed a lot.
For sure.
At yun ang hindi na pag-uusapan.
Of course, man. Like, anyone who would say that I'm lucky, fuck you.
Oo din. Wala ka dun.
You're disrespecting the hustle, the thing that I have to go through, the sacrifices that I have to go through for me to be in a place where I am right now. So don't fucking call me lucky.
Word.
I built this motherfucker.
Yun din talaga. Pero alam mo, dito kasi sa Pilipinas, nagiging ano yan isa sa mga bad habits or siguro masasabi ko na isang type of culture nating Pinoy na ayoko. Na kapag yung isang tao may na-achieve sa buhay, nakakaangat o mas madalas mong nakikita sa timeline mo, since hindi mo naiintindihan yung nangyayari, hate mo na lang.
Yeah.
At normal yun. Going back, siguro, bago tayo makapunta dyan sa mga master bootcamps mo, sa mga classes mo, and paano nabuo yung Real Talk DARBS, at kung ano na si DARBS Kim ngayon, I think gusto kong balikan, paano ba to nagsimula lahat? San ka ba pinanganak? UAE ka na ba talaga? Yun yung mga bagay na ako mismo, personally, curiosity ko yun Kwentuhan mo ako. Babalik tayo sa kabataan mo. Mabilis.
I truly believe that I was a purebred content creator.
Paano?
Why? Kasi when I was young, before, meron akong laruan si Hokugan tsaka si Son Goku.
Okay.
Before talunin ni Son Goku si Hokugan. Si Hokugan kalaban ko
Okay.
Bubugbugin niya muna si Son Goku kasi yung bida. And they would have scripts.
Na ikaw yung gumagawa?
Ako gumagawa. Ako lang nagro-roleplay sa dalawa. And then, sinasabi ko na itong mangyayari and stuff and all. So, merong high, tapos merong down. Sorry, I didn't know this, I realized may pattern pala doon sa filmmaking. But,
ilan taong ka nito? Sorry.
5-6 years old.
Okay.
So basically, may storyline ang paglalaro ko. Like, it's like I'm the director of that
scenario.
Specific scene.
Oh.
And it always happened na merong great comeback yung bida ko. May struggle muna siya, hindi siya patay tapos panalo siya agad. Hindi ganoon
Okay.
Ano nangyayari is may struggle and then
mabubugbog muna siya ng sagad.
Exactly. Tapos merong mga sasabihin ng mga lies. May script ako, bro. May sinasabi ko talaga yung mga scripts ko. And then eventually little did I know that was something of a hint already where there's something in me that is creative. High school, always, ako palagi ang leader when it comes to role-playing.
Okay.
Kasi I can always think of a content on the spot. So, yung iba, nag-overnight pa. They basically practice overnight with their leaders.
Innate siya sa'yo.
Very, very, very innate. So kami, yung nagpe-present yung group 1, kami nagpa-practice.
Ganun na kayo kabilis?
Hindi, ganun kami ka-lax.
Okay.
Kasi ako yung leader I could have set a what do you call this? I practice a night before. Hindi, I'm fucking lazy. So sabi ko, okay, kinabukasan na tayo mag-practice. And then eventually,
parang ganun. Akong bahala.
Exactly. Tapos after that, nagkakaroon ako, nakakaisip ako agad. Tapos I'm able to assign individual, kasi magaling din ako din I'm very good at looking at each individual strength and knowing where to put them. So
you're positioning the people in the right position wherein they can be effective.
Exactly.
All right.
Exactly. And mga minor hints lang ang kailangan ko for me to know that.
Okay.
So, very observant ako sa mga ganon. Anyway, so, turns out, kami pa nananalo na hindi kami nag-practice.
Wala kayong all-nighter, wala kayong ganon.
All-nighter. Like, it's like a super fucking hack. My classmate has a hack. Kagrupo lang ako. Sure yan. Always highest yan.
Anything na roleplay, anything na medyo art, kay DARBS.
Exactly.
Si Kim yung kagrupo dapat natin. Okay.
Exactly. And then, yun. At that time, walang social media.
Santong high school?
I was General Santos City, Notre Dame.
Okay.
Of
This is
Lagao.
in Mindanao.
I was in Mindanao.
Okay.
Same goes through in high school as well. Wala pang social media din nun. Me and my best friend was actually joking mga siguro 2000... Parang after namin, like 2-3 years after we graduated, hindi pa ganun kaboom ang social media. Though may social media na, but hindi pa ganun kaboom. Wala pang content creators na Sabi niya, siguro kung sumikat ang social media when you were in high school, mag-viral ka. Sabi niya, sa akin. Sabi ko, I think so. unfortunately, it's too late. Sabi ko, kasi may mga sarili-sarili na lang kaming work eh. But yun, doon ko na-realize that eventually, the creativity really, it's like a shit inside, parang it's like a cat's shit inside the room. Regardless of paano mo itago, lalabas at lalabas.
Maamoy at maamoy mo.
So, ganun na nangyari sa creativity ko. I was in a corporate world in Dubai for 10 years. And then eventually, lumalabas talaga ang creativity ko. There was one time when I was in Dubai. So, I was punching invoices. Yun yung first job ko eh. And then,
punching invoices?
Nagpa-punch lang ako ng invoice before.
Okay.
So, when I came in fresh.
Sorry, I had to ask. Before going to Dubai, what was your professional life here in the Philippines before that?
So I graduated. After graduation, nag-training ako sa call center.
Okay.
And then after training in call center, I got parang funny thing eh. Tinanong ako, ang interview was in Davao. Tapos tinanong ako, saan mo gustong mag-base? Manila, Cebu. Sabi ko Cebu. Okay. It's like I was asked 5 times. Cebu. And
nasagot mo?
Oo. These people threw me in Manila. Fuck.
Why did you ask pa, di ba?
Exactly. Anyway, siguro they need to fill in something sa Manila. So after Manila.
Punta ka Manila.
And then 9 months lang ako. BPO.
Okay.
Convergys pa yun before eh.
Okay. Trained in Davao. And then you were that good enough. Pinadala ka ng Manila.
Pinadala kami dito sa Manila.
Okay.
And then 9 months in. Tapos doon, lahat kami from Davao, di ba? Galing. So, tapang 3 lang kami nakapunta sa floor.
Sa batch na yun,
Sa batch na yun. And then, after 9 months, Dubai na ako, diretso.
Okay. So, second job na kagad.
Second job na agad. Which is yung content creator. Customer service ako nun eh.
Pero, before that Dubai, naisip mo ba na mag-abroad ka? Or what was your course? Ano yung after school, ano yung dream mo that time?
Here's the thing eh. Like parang siguro there are specific times that you thought you know what you want.
Okay.
Ako naman gusto ko maging lawyer. I wanted to be a lawyer at that time. Nurse ako by the way. Okay. I was a nurse. I'm a licensed nurse.
Wow, RN.
But I didn't like what I was doing.
So you graduated nursing in Davao?
Yes.
Mindanao?
Davao, in Davao.
Okay.
So graduate ako ng nursing in Davao. May license ako sa Davao. And then, I don't want to work at the hospital. So nag-call center ako.
Okay.
So uso yun dati. That time, may influx ng nurses. And then eventually, life put me in having honed my communication skill. Na-hone kasi yung communication skill ko sa call center eh.
Kaya ka dinala ng universe doon sa
I think so.
Sa part na yon.
Exactly.
Para lang ma-hone yung isang skill na magagamit mo for the rest of your life.
If you think about it, same example yan nung kay Steve Jobs eh. There was one specific instance where Steve Jobs, di ba nag-quit na siya sa Harvard? And then he dropped out all of his subjects na. Kasi he's gonna go full-time on creating computers. Pero there's this one specific subject na ayaw niyang i-drop. It's called calligraphy. Calligraphy is something that is not related to what he's doing.
Yes.
But eventually, kahit na naka-drop out na siya sa lahat, yun pa rin ang pinapasukan. Kasi in Harvard, campus yun eh. Hindi naman pwedeng pag nag-drop out ka, alis ka na agad sa campus.
Tama.
You can still stay there.
Kung may isang subject ka pa, pwede
Yes.
ka pa magstay.
Exactly. So hindi niya dinanap yung subject na yun, calligraphy. It doesn't make sense at that specific time. Pero he's just fucking fascinated with calligraphy. And then eventually, later years, when he was developing Macintosh, you know that Macintosh was copied by, the Macintosh was copied by Bill Gates when he developed Windows. Kasi Bill Gates, nag-intern siya kay
Steve
Jobs.
Okay.
So eventually, what framework Steve Jobs has, nilagay niya sa Windows. And you know what? Steve Jobs, because of his love in calligraphy, merong font.
Okay.
And the font was font styles were the reason bakit may mga styles tayo na font. And if it weren't for that font styles, itong si Bill Gates would not also copy that. So the point being is, yun din ang isa sa reason kung bakit maganda ang Macintosh at that time because super aesthetic ng font style. Kasi before, it's just like robotic. Yun lang lahat eh. Nobody thought about that. Pero naisip niya yun. So the point there is you cannot connect the dots moving backwards. You can only connect it moving forward. So kung ano man ang nangyari sa buhay nyo ngayon, it doesn't make sense now, but for sure 5, 6, 7, 8 years along the line, if you're sitting on top of your empire, you realize why it has to be like that. So yun ang
In
nangyari
due
sa
time,
akin.
magmamatter siya.
Exactly.
Si Steve Jobs, hindi niya drinap yung calligraphy class niya and eventually it set apart Macintosh to all the digital systems because of its fonting,
Exactly.
because of its the apple na may kagat. Lahat yun nagmamatter.
Yes. Sa aesthetics niya. It's only because of that.
See? He's not just a tech genius, he's also creative, di ba?
Very much creative.
Ang galing, no? Ang galing. Very good point. Okay, going back.
So yun, after that, I went to Dubai. I went to Dubai after 9 months. Like call center life, man. It's not for me. Like,
Especially growing in Mindanao,
Yeah.
studying there, tapos punta ka dito, tapos ganun yung...
work.
Oo.
So I hate that. So eventually, nandun yung ate ko sa Dubai.
Okay, nasa
So,
UAE na siya.
Nasa UAE na siya. So sabi ko, okay, Kim, punta ka dito kasi I have good opportunity here. So like, yeah, okay, fine. And it was
Ayoko rin naman talaga dito.
it was not fuck yes, by the way.
Okay,
It was
okay.
like okay.
9 hours away yung flight,
Yeah.
tapos ganito yung difference ng oras, tapos mainit. Pero,
Okay, fine. So I went there, got a job.
okay.
And then at that job, sobrang doon ko din nalaman ng value of acceptance.
Value of
Acceptance.
Okay.
The value of acceptance of your situation.
Mhm.
Kasi part of the reason why we're miserable, sabi nga nila, ano to?
Like this.
Pain is inevitable, suffering is optional.
Mhm.
Hindi mo mapipigilan, masasaktan ka. But if you're dwelling in the pain, that's the reason why you're suffering. One of the major reason is because we're dwelling. So I hate my job in the UAE.
Yung first job.
First job ko, I was punching invoices. Like my parents, nakita ko yung sarili ko at 3 p.m., I saw myself punching invoices sa doon. Nagpapunch ako ng invoices. And then stop na lang ako and said, what the fuck am I doing? My parents spend millions for pag-aralan ako as nursing.
Simula bata ka.
Simula bata and
Oo.
all. And then eventually, sobrang, hindi naman ako bobo eh. I have a skill that most people would want to have. But here the fuck I am. Like doing
Nasa loob ng
shitty
box.
things. Exactly. Sabi ko, fuck, this is so frustrating. Tapos at that specific time, because I hate my job, I just don't have a choice but to accept that job. What happened is, ang story na piniplay ko sa sarili ko, this is just temporary. And then over time, kasi I wanted to pursue my nursing career.
Okay.
So ang ginagawa ko, nagre-review ako kunwari. Just to compensate that feeling na wala akong magagawa. You get what I'm saying? So
Nasasabi mo na to ngayon kasi tapos ka na
Tapos
doon.
na eh, oh.
Pero that time, just to compensate lang yun, yung pagre-review mo.
kunwari review kasi alam ko hindi to permanent and stuff and all.
Okay.
The problem with that is it sucks me away from what is actually in front of me because of wanting something else. And then I don't know. There's just one specific time in my life na nandun ako sa Dubai. And then sabi ko, hindi ko naman din talaga gusto ng nursing eh. Like,
Ba't ako nagre-review pa?
exactly. What the fuck? Just for me to say that ang trabaho ko dito is nurse and not this shit. Sabi ko, like, fuck that. Sabi ko.
Oo din, sorry. Kasi may pressure din kasi, Darbs, yung tinapos mo nurse pero hindi ka nag-nurse
Exactly.
dyan. Yung, di ba, may ganun tayong
course.
iniisip dati.
Tsaka mataas din ang sahod ng nurse doon sa UAE.
Oo din, tama naman.
So somehow ganun. But the thing is, thinking about it, practically speaking, it's impossible. Kasi first of all, wala akong clinical experience. And I have to put up tons of money for me to, like, kasi meron akong exam na gagawin just for me to practice nursing there.
Get a license there. That's gonna be expensive also.
Expensive also. So parang sabi ko, like, I don't think I have the resources to do that. So I just decided, I made a decision at that specific time nung na-realize ko, like, fuck it. If I'm gonna be an invoice puncher for this time in my life, might as well be the fucking best invoice puncher in the entire company.
Okay.
And that I did.
Okay.
So that just mindset shift. Shinift ko na, okay, most of the time kaya hindi tayo na-full out doon sa ginagawa natin is because there's something lingering in our heads that we want the what could have beens.
Oh, yeah.
And it actually stops us from really maximizing our truest potential. So I removed that, like, fuck that, I'm gonna forget about it. I know that that's just a compensation for me to rub my ego na hindi lang ako hanggang dito. And then sabi ko, okay, if this is what it is, then might as well be the best at this. And then everything changed. So the management noticed me. Things changed and they know na hindi lang ako pang invoice. I made a report. The report was forwarded by the general manager to the entire company. And
you're stepping up talaga every day, parang ganun.
Exactly. And who am I? I was just like 3 months in the job and then created a report that the general manager sent to every employee. That's big. That's huge.
Ginawang template, no?
Yeah.
Ginawang case study yung report mo, no?
Exactly, because the report was how to improve the department.
Oh, shit.
So eventually, I mean, at that specific time, dun din yung company na 10 years on the business, bro, ang kanilang product list, Excel sheet.
Wow.
Like, what the fuck? Like, green bean. Kasi ano yung mga hotel, beef, tenderloin. Tapos code, tapos price.
Okay.
Tapos meron, sabi ko, what the fuck? Sabi, I have to do something about this. Sabi ko. So, nagpresenta ako, I'll create a product list.
Okay.
So, I created
Sistema.
product list na kasi, pag pupunta ka, ikaw as a salesman, pupunta ka sa bagong, sabihin na nating chef or staff, papakita mo yung product list mo eh. So, papakita mo Excel sheet, not very imaginative, right? Like, most of the time, we buy what we see, right? Yes. Not just the codes and the numbers.
Yes.
So, presenta ako, I'll create a more comprehensive product list na aesthetic.
Gumawa ka ng deck.
Gumawa ako ng deck na PowerPoint lang ang gamit ko noon. But, alam mo yung...
That's way better than just a list in the Excel.
Pero maganda siya.
Nakakaduling.
I'd love to think maganda siya kasi nakakat sa PowerPoint kasi nakakat mo yung background eh. Tapos ilalagay mo lang yung ilalagay mo lang sa white. So sobrang aesthetic, parang Apple-ish style. Presented. So yun yung sinasabi ko na lumalabas talaga yung creativity regardless of what happened. And then after that, because of that job, I got promoted in sales.
Okay.
So in sales, that's where like I really shoot up, like character-wise, everything. The reason bakit ako nagtathrive in content creation journey ko ngayon is because of the sales skill set that I have. If because of that job that I hate at first. Again, full circle. Connecting the dots moving forward na.
Nasa maling department ka lang pala nung una.
Oh, exactly. Pero because of that, they gave me an opportunity to jump in sales.
You had to accept your situation, make the best out of it, napansin ng organization, nilagay ka nila sa sales.
Yes. And then, sales is something that I'm more natural at.
Okay.
And then, doon ako nagkaroon ng talagang malakas na sales skill set when it comes to closing clients. In sales kasi, it's not about selling. It's about relationship. More friendship. Hindi ko makakalimutan sinabi ng mentor ko sa akin. More friendship, less sales. That's how great salesman operates. So, eventually yon. And then, because of me being able to have a sales skill set for 10 years, ang target ko nun per month, 14 million pesos per month. So, it's like really shark sales na...
That's 1 million dirhams.
1 million dirhams. Yes, exactly.
Per month?
Per month. Minsan nga 1.4 pag December. 1.4 million dirhams per month.
Wow.
High risk, high reward. Mataas ang sahod, maliit din ang... mataas ang sahod, but if you don't perform, wala din. Kaya ako, sanay ako sa pressure. I don't...
Back, no?
Exactly.
Kasi month per month, kahit gaano ka kagaling this month, reset yung stats mo sa zero next month eh.
Tsaka doon ka magkakaroon. Doon ako nagkaroon ng skill set where I'm able to pull up. Problem solver ako eh.
Okay.
Regardless of what problem you put in front of me, I don't say the reason why there is a problem. Siguro second na yun. The first default ko talaga is to find a solution in that problem right away. Kasi problem, hindi siya problem, it's a challenge. And it's just basically the creativity on how you apply your creativity in solving that problem. So, doon talaga ako nahasa when it comes to selling, when it comes to problem solving. And then, that's the reason why when I quit my job and do full-time content creator, medyo nag-thrive ako because if I can sell something that I'm half interested in, how can, like, paano pa kaya yung sarili kong product?
If I can sell something that isn't mine.
Exactly.
What more? No?
Yung
Tama nga
akin.
naman. Tama nga naman.
So ako kasi before, hindi lang ako umasa sa monetization lang ng Facebook and YouTube eh. So I have to create a product. So that time, since love relationship, gumawa ako ng ebook.
Yes.
Gumawa din ako I was teaching content creation since 2020 when I quit my job.
Okay. Bago yung quit ng job, you're thriving sa sales. Nami-meet mo yung quota mo. I'm sure best salesperson ka on month per month, ganyan. Paano ka naman napunta na sa content creation bago ka nag full-time? Like, ano yung mga pitik-pitik na yun? Paano mo siya unang sinimulan? Ano yung una mong ginawa?
So, there was one specific, kasi dati nag-workout ako. I'm super taba ako before, 150. Kasi may jowa ako nun. So, like, we're 2 years kami. So, napabayaan ko yung sarili ko. And then, nag-break kami. I was into fitness.
Okay.
In that fitness, there was a coach. There was a gym. And then, yung gym na yun, nagkataon, they had a specific contest. Parang biggest loser siya.
Okay.
So, pinili nila ako, because kaibigan ko na din sila eh. Pinili nila ako as one of the hosts. Walang bayad yun, by the way. But I'm just happy to be in front of the camera. Pinili ako bilang isang host. And then, kami yung pinaka-first na nag-Facebook Live talaga sa Dubai in the Filipino community or in Dubai in itself, yung parang fully produced talaga.
Okay.
So, dito ko na-realize that I have something. Kasi, at that time, host kami, mga co-host kami. Hindi ako yung main man, but I'm just the co-host. So, meron din silang kinuha na kabayan patroller.
Okay.
Doon sa event na yon. So much so that person has more experience than me, for sure.
Like, siya yung main eh.
Kabayan patroller, bro. So, nag-report siya sa ABS-CBN. And all, who am I? Wala akong background. I'm just a salesperson. Nung ano kami sa gitna, tapos, may script kami pero batuhan. Bro, nagbabakil siya.
Okay.
At mas naging mukha siyang amateur kesa sa akin. So, sabi ko, and then eventually...
Siyempre, ano mo yun eh, acknowledge mo yun eh, kasi nandudong ka sa moment eh.
Oh, of course. And then eventually hindi nga ako nagka-crack under pressure. Siya, na mas sanay dapat sa akin.
Siya yung may title na patroller eh.
Bakit siya nagbabakil kaysa sa akin? So,
siya yung foreign correspondent eh, kumbaga eh.
Exactly. Tapos, ang nangyari, doon ko na-realize, like, parang I'm natural at this. And then eventually, napansin ko na palaging ako, pag may mga idle moments, kasi workout yun eh, hindi mo naman, palaging ako binabato ng director, walang script. And then eventually, ano ko talaga,
yung
I have something.
mo, on
the
point.
spot.
Yeah.
On the spot. Kaya nga ako binabalik.
Yeah.
So doon ko na-realize, like, fuck, this is something.
Pag may dead air si Direk, ang pitik ng camera sa'yo,
sa akin,
no?
Galing. Pasok. Ganun,
Okay.
Ganun. So parang doon ko na-realize na, kasi di ba sabi ko, ever since I'm already creative eh. Tapos role-playing, hindi ako nahihiya pag nasa harap ako ng stage. Tapos in reporting, I love reporting than a quiz. Mas gusto ko nagre-report ako eh. At mas nakikinig sa akin ng mga classmates ko eh.
Mas ma-recitation ka kaysa masulat, no?
Exactly. So yun, doon ko na-realize na, fuck, parang this is something that I can really do.
Okay.
So after that production, nag-isip ang director na sayang kasi yung setup eh. Bakit hindi na tayo gumawa ng something show after the main show? Kasi sayang yung setup, nandiyan na eh.
Nandun na, oo.
So, ang theme namin that time is called, what do you call this? Boys Night Out.
Okay.
Mga lalaki kami lahat.
Okay.
Doon kami sa rooftop kami nagla-live noon eh. So, first live, walang nanonood. And then eventually, doon ko din na-realize na there's something, I have something to say. Because 9 kami, lahat na host. And then dami kami kasi parang ano lang nun, parang kanto-kanto vibes lang.
Barkada kwentuhan.
Yes. And then after that, so kanya-kanyang opinion. So ang mga topic pa how to spot a fuckboy. Parang mga ganun mga topic. Mga...
Very boys night out.
Exactly, boys night out. Yun nga yung ano namin eh, ini-aim namin eh.
Parang usapang lalaki.
Yes.
Mga ganyan.
Parang tambay-tambay lang, walang script, parang tawa-tawa lang. Then eventually, pag ako na yung nagsasalita sa opinion ko, parang my co-hosts are listening in me. And then, papansin ko, yung mga nanonood are also listening.
Okay.
So sabi ko, fuck, parang, and that comes very, very natural. I don't prepare. Hindi ako nahihirapan. And it's something that I love doing. So sabi ko, like, how the fuck? So doon na ako nagkakaroon ng self-awareness.
Yung charisma mo when you speak.
Yes.
Effective.
Parang effective.
Ganun.
Tapos people are commenting when I speak doon sa Facebook Live. Specific na sinasabi ko, maraming nagko-comment about doon sa sinabi ko. And most of them agree.
Kasi pag siyam kayong host, minsan mararamdaman mo rin eh. Kung yung ibang co-host mo, nagmamadali na lang sila para turn na nila or talagang makikinig sila sa sasabihin mo.
Yes.
Ramdam mo yun eh.
Yes.
Anyways.
So, naramdaman ko yun.
Okay.
So, yun. Parang, that was siguro 1 year na ganun. Back and forth from work to that place. 30 minutes. And by the way, no monetization at all. Hindi din ako bayad doon. But that is where I got my building blocks because of that daily impromptu Facebook Live. Doon ako nagkaroon talaga ng skill set. And hindi ko inisip na this is a waste of time because most people think that if you're doing something and if you're not monetizing at that moment, sinasayang mo yung oras mo. It's not the case. You're building something more than money can give you, which is skill. So yun ang siguro if somebody's watching right now and if you're doing something that you're passionate about and in monetary wise you're not being rewarded as much as you want, hindi naman kasi madalas yung pera ang pinaka-ultimate what do you call this measurement that what you're doing is worthwhile.
Yeah, tama.
It's not. It's basically the skill set. Kasi if it weren't for that, even if I paid like I was happy to be in that environment that I learned on the fly. Kasi no matter how many courses I would pay and millions of courses, if it weren't, you can read about free throw shots.
Then.
But you'll never be good at it unless you try it yourself.
Yeah.
So yun ang nangyari sa akin. And then eventually.
So those stints, those FB lives has become your training ground.
Exactly.
Talaga.
It prepared me.
All right.
And then, after that, yun, I decided, kasi group yun eh. So, I'm always a rogue.
Sabi ko, you're part of the party.
Yes, sabi ko, I want to build something on my own. Sabi ko. So, that's what I did. Sabi ko, just nag-workout ako nun eh. How can I, what's my good, brand name? So, usually kasi, meron na din ako talagang, when I give advice to my friends, like, lokohan, biruan, kasama. Pero pag kailangan na ng matindihang usapan at humingi sa akin ng advice, palagi ko talagang sinasabi, bro, real talk kita, bro. Sa totoo lang kasalanan mo yan. Parang gano'n.
So you don't wanna bullshit.
Don't wanna bullshit. So always ko in-start ang isang conversation na real talk.
Okay.
Bro, real talk kita. So sabi ko, okay. Real talk Kim. Pangit eh. Kasi Kim, Darby Kim ako eh. DARBS Kim eh. Real talk pangit. So people call me DARBS. Real talk DARBS. So nag-wait ako nun. I can still remember. Okay, real talk DARBS. I'm real talk DARBS now.
Doon mo nakuha yung title.
Doon ko nakuha yung title.
Okay.
And then eventually, the rest is history. From that time moving forward, content creation is the game. So I'm still executing up until now.
Galing. And after that group, nagsimula ka na i-pursue yung sarili mong moments, yung sarili mong content. Na hanggang ngayon ginagawa mo and you're teaching a lot of people how to do it as well and to live as happy as you. Galing. Marami pa akong gusto itanong. Mag-break lang tayo mabilis.
No problem.
Mag-break lang tayo mabilis. Babalik kami. Nandito pa rin kayo sa paborito niyong podcast. Kasama natin si DARBS Kim. This is DOUGBROCK Radio. What is up, cyberspace? Maraming salamat sa suporta ninyo at panonood dito sa DOUGBROCK Radio. Hindi lang sa podcast, pati na rin sa iba pang programa ng DOUGBROCK TV. So, kung hindi ka pa nakakapag-subscribe, ano pang hinahantay mo? Mag-subscribe ka na. I-hit mo yung notification bell para updated ka sa mga bago naming palabas. I-comment mo na rin kung ano pa yung gusto mo mapanood. So, paano? Balik na tayo sa podcast. Yo, cyberspace, nandito pa rin kayo sa paborito niyong podcast. Ako po si DOUGBROCK, kasama pa rin natin Real Talk DARBS. So, DARBS Kim,
Yo.
puntahan natin yung nakatakas ka na dun sa work. Umalis ka ng Philippines, nagpunta ka sa Dubai, nagtrabaho ka doon just to realize na hindi yun yung gusto mong gawin. Pero para makaalis ka doon, na-acknowledge mo na kailangan mo i-maximize yung sarili mo at going best ka sa posisyon na yon. You acknowledge that, you performed, napansin yun ng colleagues mo, napunta ka sa ibang position wherein mas nag-excel ka pa, tapos na-introduce ka sa paggawa ng Facebook Live, pag-host, and then napansin mo na sa sarili mo na, uy, parang gusto ko na to gawin on my own.
Yeah.
Ano yung mga nangyari sa munod?
That was if you think about it. When I realized that I was aware of what I want to do, so hindi ko inisip ang monetization eh. I was thinking na, okay, I'm good at this. I enjoy what I'm doing. So I went with it. Siguro most of the time, ganito kasi yan. If you're an individual who's watching right now and you know what you want to do from the depths of your soul, you're lucky. Because there's a lot of people who died who doesn't even know the reason why they were born. Everybody dies, but not everybody actually lives. And one of the reasons why people are just living for the sake of existing is because they don't know what they want to do. And siguro, it's your lifelong mission. If in case you are in a space right now na hindi mo pa alam kung ano yung gusto mong gawin, it has to be your sole purpose of finding what that is. Why? Because that is one of the sweetest and surest way to become successful. I truly believe that there's no shortcut to success, as cliche as it may sound. It requires a lot of hard work for you to become successful. But you can hack hard work eh. Say for example, a CPA.
Okay.
If you're a CPA on just 9 to 5, you can be beaten by someone who loves numbers because there's no 9 to 5 for that person. It's just a 24/7. Why? Because it doesn't feel like it's work. Pag CPA ka kasi, 9 to 5 is work. So, you become a master on a specific field if you repeatedly do it. Diba? 10,000. You have to do your 10,000 hours. So, if a person is just doing his thing at 9 to 5, but if a person who really loves numbers is doing it 24/7, like in a matter of 1 year, may iiwan si 9 to 5 eh. Kasi every day, it's just 8 to 9 hours. But the guy who's 24/7 basically can outperform that person. And the only reason bakit itong person B is able to outperform the 9 to 5 guy is because he doesn't feel like it's work. Because he loves numbers.
He's doing it more than 8 hours a day.
Yeah, because it doesn't feel like work. That's the hack. Because he loves it. That's what he wants. So it's because that person was able to outperform the person, the 9 to 5 person, kasi nahanap niya yung gusto niya. Now, this is one of the surest way for you to become successful. Find that thing that doesn't feel like work.
It's like find your why on that particular work.
Yes. And hindi naman necessarily na doesn't feel like work because somehow it requires time, effort, energy, blood, sacrifice, and tears. But it's less painful because you love what you're doing. If you're a doctor and you don't feel like doing that and naging doktor ka lang kasi sinabi ng nanay mo at ng tatay mo,
baka may mamatay. Diba? Baka mamali pa yung...
Yes, exactly.
Kasi hindi mo siya gusto
Hindi mo siya gusto. But there are a lot... Alam mo ba, in all profession, doctors has the highest suicide rate. Kasi sobrang frustrating. Sobrang depressing ng pagiging doctor, bro. Aral ka lang ng aral. And if that's something that you don't want to do and you're doing it because your parents told you...
doctors. Diba?
Fuck, that's a surest way to become depressed.
Okay.
But if you're a doctor and you found a way that somehow when you're cooking... like you seem to forget everything, maybe cooking is your shit. And making the shift, one of the reasons why most people don't make that shift is because that person would think, ano na lang sabihin nila?
Lagi tayong nakabank sa possible na maging opinion ng iba.
Exactly. Hindi ka takot magkamali. Takot ka sa judgment pag nagkamali ka.
Wow. Word.
Yeah.
And that happens to a lot of people.
Most people.
And a lot of people can't go out of their shitty situations because they're afraid of the opinions of other people.
Yes. Sabi nga nila, di ba, kawawa din yung mga tao nasa kulungan. Pero hindi nyo alam, maraming tao na nasa labas ng kulungan. Pero nakakulong pa rin. Medyo malawak lang yung kulungan na nilalakaran. People are prisoner of other people's opinion. And that's one of the reasons bakit hindi mo nagagawa yung bagay na gusto mong gawin. Dahil iniisip mo na baka ano na lang sabihin nila. And that, my friend, is something. If there's a value or a takeaway on why you're watching this video and why do you obsess and why you listen to my to my life, but what I'm just trying to say, if there's something that you can take away is you have to learn the art of not giving a fuck. Kasi regardless if you do things, people will not like you anyway. Meron at merong may masasabi yan.
Hindi mo mapiplease lahat talaga.
You might be the best mango in the world, but there are some people in this world who doesn't like mangoes.
Or sasabihin, maasim yan. May mas matamis dyan.
Exactly. At saka meron lang talagang hindi gusto ng mangga. May allergic sa mangga. So, you might be the best mango in the fucking universe. There will be people who doesn't like it.
You're not for everybody.
Exactly.
And people needs to acknowledge that.
For sure. For sure. Kung ikaw nga lahat ba ng taong kakilala mo, gusto mo?
Ako, hindi.
Exactly. So, ikaw din, nanonood. Lahat ba ng taong nakikilala mo, namimit mo, gusto mo? Hindi, di ba? So remove the need of being liked. Kasi ikaw nga, hindi mo nga gusto lahat ng nakikilala mo. So why would you want people to like you as well? It's just that they're not your market. And it is what it is.
And I think you're putting yourself in a situation wherein you're gonna be dependent on everybody's opinion. Kapag ganun. Pag laging, gagawin ko to kasi baka masaya siya. Or gagawin ko to para purihin niya ako. Or gagawin ko to kasi sabi niya ito yung magandang gawin. Ikaw, ano ba talagang gusto mo?
Exactly. As long as wala nasasaktan, wala kang natatapakan. Responsibilidad mo, it's your responsibility to yourself to find what you really wanna do. That's your responsibility. Parang utang na loob mo yun sa sarili mong hanapin yung bagay na gusto mong gawin.
Ito yung lagi nilang tinatanong, Kim. Paano?
Very good question. How?
Yun Yun talaga
Very good question. It's by tasting. What does that mean? So, if you gather 100 people in one room, and then you ask, who amongst you here likes oyster?
Okay.
Or who amongst you here who doesn't like oysters? For sure, maybe 50 or 60% would raise their hands. I don't like oysters. Okay, labas yung may mga gusto ng oyster, iwan yung 60% na hindi gusto. If you ask those people who said no that they don't like oyster, have you actually tried tasting the oyster yourself? Almost half would say no. I just heard it from someone else.
Na they don't like it, so ayoko na lang din.
Exactly. And they have a preconceived notion that since it's slimy and it's raw, I don't like it without actually tasting it. Okay. So that's how you find the things that you want in your life. Don't take someone else's opinion out of it because he might not like it. Kaya nga every individual is unique and everyone has their own likes. So in most of the time, be very careful on who you take advices from.
True.
And I think that it's your responsibility to try things. And by trying things, it might be a no, but you get so much data on the things that you said no. Now, baka majority no, but you get to know something about that no na answer. Okay, hindi ko gusto yung oyster, pero I found out na gusto ko pala ng medyo lemon na flavor kasi may lemon doon sa oyster. I don't like the oyster, but because I tried that specific fruit na nilagay doon sa oyster when I was trying the oyster itself. Gusto ko siya. So, even the macro thing that you don't like the oyster, fine. But you were able to experience something and you get to find out, okay, so this is something, I like this. Oyster is a no. So, because of that kind of experience, it narrows down what you really want to do. And most of the time, people are just so obsessed of saying no.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why they are not able to find what they really want because they don't say yes. They don't taste.
Delikado yun, yung magsasabi ka ng no tapos may ego ka. Tapos papanindigan mo yun kahit alam mo naman na hindi yun yung dapat na sagot. May ganun di ba?
Exactly.
And ang galing din nun na parang mahahanap mo by tasting. Pwedeng ayaw mo ng oyster pero pag sinawsaw pala siya, sinabayan siya ng lemon or ng suka or hinalo siya sa itlog, in-scramble siya, naging oyster omelette siya, gusto mo na pala.
Yeah. But you're not gonna be able to find that if you don't taste.
Yes.
So how can you find things that you like? Taste.
Try.
And try. And most of the reason why people don't try is because they're just scared of the judgment when they try. And they failed after trying. So that's it, man. Like, if in this day and age, sabi ko nga, this is a golden era of opportunity. This day and age, if you find that one fucking thing that you like, most especially you can make money out of that shit. Regardless of what it is. I'm telling you, man. Like, isipin mo there's a crazy person before who thought about eating in front of a camera.
Wow.
That sounds stupid, man.
I know.
That sounds stupid. But there's no such thing as stupid in this day and age because mukbang is $1 billion industry.
Yes.
And there's just one fucking specific guy before who thought of, because this is what I like. Right? So, regardless, you want to talk about the Smurfs? Like, make a podcast about the Smurfs. Maybe there's going to be an upcoming podcast in the Smurfs, upcoming movie in the Smurfs 2026.
And then you don't know who else is the fans of that
Exactly.
movie, of that character na can be interested about what you're interested in.
Exactly. You do not come to the world, you let the world come to you.
Wow, word.
Yeah.
You're dropping a lot of values. And guys, ito yung tipo ng episode na ire-replay nyo. Ano nga ulit yung sinabi ni Darbs? Tapos, alam mo yun, isisettle mo yung sarili mo. Siguro meron kang whiskey na konti or meron kang fruits or nanonood ka or alam mo yun, nakikinig ka ng audiobook. Pause mo muna saglit tas nanamnamin mo talaga tong episode na to, guys. Promise. No, you let it come to you.
Yes.
You invite it. You make yourself a business.
Exactly. You do not try to beg for people because eventually your time will come. And that time will not come if you don't start.
Yes. Ang galing nun. Kailangan mo na mag-start agad. Tapos ang ganda rin ng value na don't beg people because that's disrespecting yourself.
Yes.
And there's a very thin line between arrogance and confidence.
Yes.
Be confident enough, pero don't be arrogante naman na, hindi, kaya ko to, or wala, panis ka sa akin, no? Kasi, ibang ball game yun.
Yes,
Pero ang
exactly.
galing, no? Na you attract the right business, you attract the right people to come to you by just putting out the things that you love to do.
Exactly. Kasi you might try to get the business, but is the business right for you? Or is the business right for your soul? Man, in this day and age, we have the leverage to somehow work with people who we want to work with.
Yes. We all have that power to decide who to work with.
Exactly. Never sell yourself to cheap, parang short-term gains.
Yeah.
Tapos yung sabi mo na there's a fine line between, I have my own way of saying that. There's a fine line between delusion. There's a fine line between delusion and persistence.
Okay.
There's a fine line between delusion and persistence. And then knowing the difference is wisdom.
Wow. Yeah.
Because I can't know for sure if you're being delusional or you're being persistent. Ikaw mismo, because you have the best context of who you are, not the other people. And knowing if this is really worth pushing or is this worth not going through is wisdom, which is you. Ikaw na mismo yun. How can you develop that? I don't fucking know. But that's on you.
Yeah.
Parang gano'n.
Ganon nga. Sige, bali tayo ulit. Kwentuhan mo kami nung ginagawa mo na yung sarili mong content and paano mo nakikita na it's working. Ano yung mga experiences na nangyari na parang, uy, gumagana siya?
Okay, so when I was creating content before, like if I look back on those content that I'm creating before, it's like very cringy. But the thing is, I put myself out there. I was willing to look like a fool. Alam mo ba, and that's the reason why there's a lot of people who doesn't become a master because they're afraid to look like a fool. Every master was once a disaster, and every master has the capability of looking like a fool for quite some time. And at that specific time, okay akong ma-judge. I mean, if you only know how many people thought na mayabang ako because I was putting myself out there and saying stuff like I was giving advice before. Like, for sure, there's a lot of guys who will say, who the fuck are you?
Especially kapag yung chick nila yung nagsisik ng advice.
Exactly.
Ba't ka nakikinig dun?
But the thing, I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't care. Doesn't matter because this is what I want to do. So, yun, like, eventually, it found its stride. 10,000 followers. And then I tried creating a vlog called Pagod Ka Na Bang Maging OFW?
Okay, which mas marami makaka-relate and nandoon ka sa situation na yun.
And yes, that was my truth at that specific time. And then that was so much focused on giving value, that content. And then eventually, that was my first million views. Yung pagod ka na maging OFW. At the 10,000 followers.
Where did you put it out?
Facebook.
Okay.
Facebook first ako always. Facebook first.
Okay.
Facebook first content. Got 1 million views. Very, very happy.
Mm-hmm.
Tapos doon ko na-realize na what I'm doing is not just about me anymore because there were a lot of people who gave message. Na merong isa doon na I was about to go home to Philippines. But I asked God for a sign. And then I saw your video. So I'm canceling my ticket. So there was one guy as well from Canada na na-injure siya.
Mm-hmm.
And he was asked if you wanna heal here or you wanna go back. Sabi niya, and then he saw my video and said like, I wanna stay and I wanna push through, fight for my dreams. Parang basically that was giving real talk sa mga OFWs na it would not come easy. But it will be worth it.
Parang ang content is, pagod ka na bang maging OFW? Maraming pagod na rin. Pero isipin mo yung naitutulong mo sa atin. Yung, okay, gets.
And yun, being able to just tell them na most of the time kasi we feel like we lack progress just because we thought we have so much high expectation. There's a mga wrong notion of becoming an OFW na dapat after 2 years meron ka ng bahay at lupa. After 2 years, and that's really not the case. Like, ako, 2 years ako, wala pa akong ipon eh. But what I had was character. So right now, you strip away everything from me. I know I can go back to where I am, even bigger, because I'll have hunger. Because character that was built and given to me by becoming an OFW cannot be taken away.
And you're that confident already about what yourself.
Yes.
Na kaya mo, kahit tanggalin mo lahat to, kahit saan mo ako iba to, mabubuhay ako. Kasi I have this skill, I have this character, I have this wisdom in me na na-develop ko through time.
Mm-hmm.
And that's confidence.
And I'll be more dangerous in a sense because I'll be more hungrier.
Yeah.
Like, super hungry. Kasi, like, if you give me the skill set that I have right now and 10 times the hunger, fuck, and I'm gonna devour everything. I mean, in a good way. Like, I'm able to execute so much execution. Kasi sabi nga nila, the most dangerous place that you are in is not on the lowest low and not on your highest high. It's in the middle. It's in the comfort zone. Yun ang pinaka-dangerous na place. Because that's a place where everything was okay and you thought that everything was okay. And that's the reason why you don't strive high. And that's the reason why you're just basically eating bread for the rest of your life. Meron kasi akong saying eat shit for 2 years and eat caviar for the rest of your life. And most of the time, people just eat bread for the rest of their life. It's good, but it's not the best.
So, yung caveat nun is, bago ka magka-caviar, eat shit.
Eat shit. You have to learn how to. Because at the end of the day, the eating shit is you sacrificing, you grinding, you being able to juggle the job that you hate so much just for you to have napuhunan, for you to make your side hustle the main hustle. That's eating shit. And then eventually, once you're able to learn how to eat shit for 2 years, hindi ka kumuha ng isang malaking apartment so just people say na meron kang apartment. Hindi ka kumuha ng sasakyan so that people say na nagsasakyan ka. You eat shit, nag-commute ka, nagkikishare ka lang with 10 of your buddies in one apartment just for you to build that puhunan. You sacrifice for 2 years. And then eventually, it all boils down to a specific place. Na it all comes down together because you eat shit. And then eventually, you can eat caviar for the rest of your life because the rest, most of the people, they're just happy eating bread.
They don't want to sacrifice that 2 years.
They don't. They just, it is what it is. It's just like living the life in a comfort zone.
Eating bread.
Eating bread.
Okay. So, going back to content creation, you were in Dubai and then you're winning a lot of, our kababayans, Filipinos' hearts about your programs, about what you do. I remember during the pandemic, you were live almost every day, if not every day. Yeah, and
there's nothing else to do.
Yeah, I know. And dun ko nakita, ito, I really wanna talk about this. One of one of the things that I really admire about what you do, I don't think you have a team pa that time. Eh.
No.
I think you have admins lang, moderators on the chats. Yun lang. Pero when you publish your live times of Filipino PH time, gantong oras, na tas meron kang Tuesday lives, mga ganon, anong thought process? Why bakit ka napunta sa ganon na may regular programming? Or paano ka napunta sa ganong atake?
It was strategic all along.
Okay.
So,
intentional siya.
very intentional. Kasi Facebook Live is my pillar content. So, this technique is what I call DDC, Document, Don't Create. I got it from Gary Vaynerchuk. Ang problem kasi is, there's two types of content. Like, creation content. You create content from scratch. You research. You find a concept. And then, eventually, you shoot it. That's creation content. And most content creators, they do that.
Yep.
Bro, I'm creative and I can do that, but it's not sustainable if you have to do it. So, meron akong supplement, which is what I call DDC, Document, Don't Create. So, Document, Don't Create is, I just think of a topic. That's like, yun yung pinaka-hardest part. Thinking
Isip
a
ng
topic. And then eventually, since I work on my strength, I'm spontaneous. Lagay lang ako ng bullet points. And then eventually, I'll just record the Facebook Live. The Facebook Live, I'm interacting with my audience, but at the same time, I'm recording it on the video. So, I'm basically having my own podcast, which is, ang kausap ko is mga audience ko.
Sa live.
Yes, and live. And then in that 1 hour, I can cut it into 12 minutes,
Yep.
post it on YouTube. The entire Facebook Live, since wala akong nagpo-post-produce, raw ko siya nilalagay sa Spotify. So, okay na ako sa Spotify, okay na ako sa YouTube. So, yung 12 minutes na na-edit ko sa YouTube, so, ano na yun, wala nang, na-trim na yung fat nun.
Sorry. The whole recording up on Facebook, you'll excrete the audio, you'll put it on Spotify.
Yes.
You edit that file, repurpose it into a 12-minute YouTube video.
YouTube video.
Okay.
So, 12-minute YouTube video, wala nang fats nun.
Yep.
So, hahanap na lang ako ng 3 minutes doon sa 12 minutes, which I will put on my Facebook.
Again.
So, parang yun. Facebook Live, Spotify, 12 minutes YouTube, 3 minutes Facebook.
Yun gist.
Yun. So, that's the reason why I was able to go and build my personal brand on all channels na mag-isa.
Who taught you that?
Intuition.
Wow.
Listening to Gary Vaynerchuk. But Gary Vaynerchuk is something na talagang sobrang heavy ako sa kanya. And
New
then,
York Jets.
yeah, exactly. and yun, parang sobrang, like, I just wanna do it.
He's a blessing to a lot of content creators,
For sure.
especially during 2020, 2021, 2022. It was, everything that he puts out. I'm telling you, TikTok's gonna be big. I'm telling you, invest on NBA cards. Lahat tama.
Oh, exactly. Medyo nagkamay na siya sa NFT.
Yun lang. Pero kaya hanggang sa NBA cards lang ako.
but at the end of the day, V-Friends is still good, good money pa rin. Good investment pa rin, V-Friends. Anyway, so, yun. Kaya nobody can tell me na, you have many teams na ngayon eh. Like, I have 4 editors right now. And I have good amount of team size. But you can't, like 3 years, I ate shit. And that's the reason why I was able to build a structure around the team because I know the trenches. Eh.
Alam mo yung lahat ng points no?
Yes.
Lahat dulo-dulo alam mo paano gumagana on your own.
Exactly.
Kaya nung nilagay mo na yung babalikan natin yung sinabi mo, meron kang skill sa pagtingin sa tao kung saan siya magaling. Pag nilagay mo na yung taong magaling doon, mas efficient na yun.
Yes. Exactly. And to all content creators out there, I would truly suggest na you have to learn how to close the content creation circle. Kasi most of the time, may mga content creators na magaling lang sila sa camera and they're just talent. And the problem with becoming consistent is pag hindi ka marunong mag-edit or hindi ikaw nagpo-post, hindi din ikaw nagka-caption at hindi mo alam kung anong oras ipo-post.
Wala na. Kasi
host ka lang eh. Or kung magaling kang mag-write up, magaling ka din sa camera, pero hindi ko nag-edit, tapos yung pinagpapa-editan mo, free pa yung binabayaran. So, wait lang kasi busy ako eh. So, na-stop dun. So, I suggest you learn the content creation circle, the process, content creation process. You have to learn how to close that kasi eventually that allows you to become consistent. Now, if you have more money than time, then that's the time that you can
Buy time
buy time.
from other people.
Yes.
Pero yun, ang galing kasi very basic lang din talaga yun. Sa lahat talaga, very valuable yun na parang wag ka magtayo ng car wash kung di ka marunong maglinis ng kotse.
Yes.
Di ba? Huwag kang magtayo ng kung ano man kung hindi mo siya kayang gawin
Yes.
on your own. Kasi paano mo masusure na tama o mali yung ginagawa niya kung ikaw hindi mo kayang gawin yung inuutos mo?
Yes. Wala kang basis kung magaling ba yan o hindi. Kasi ikaw mismo hindi mo alam. So yun. Like, ako alam ko ang editor. I know if an editor is bullshitting. I know if this edit was just this day edited. Kasi hindi ako pwedeng bullshittin ng mga editors ko eh. So, alam ko ito, minadali ito. Sure ako. So, kung ikaw hindi ka nag-edit at wala kang creative,
Pwede na yan.
pwede na yan, ganda, grabe. Tapos po, kaya pala to. So, ganun. So, that's what I do suggest. In a sense.
For circle, at least alam mo.
Dapat alam mo. Ikaw dapat naku-close mo yan for you to produce one content. Swerte na nga ngayon eh, kasi may short form na eh.
Then.
2018, 2017, wala eh.
You can like build a very huge amount of audience and community and close deals just by putting out 30-second video.
Exactly. And that is a blessing actually kasi dati yung panahon na 2017, 2018 content creation, the only way is just to produce 3-minute video. Kasi short form, wala pa. Si Nas lang naggumagawa nun eh. Si Noser eh. And then you have to edit it na medyo fully produced. Parang maganda. Kasi pag cellphone lang, hindi pa maganda ang cellphone kasi before eh. Sa phone camera eh. So the barrier of entry before was actually way higher than what it is now. But yun. So take advantage of that.
Importanteng acknowledge mo rin yun, yung galaw na yun. Kasi mas mamamaximize mo kapag alam mo talaga.
For sure.
Kim, kwentuhan mo ako mabilis sa yung mga naging, eto na, nagla-live ka na, and then the moments na parang you're feeling it's really working. Like, what was the feeling when you had your, like, the biggest views, the first time na you had it, the first time na alam mong, hindi mo na mabasa yung comments sa dami nila. Yung mga ganon, ano yung feeling that time? Kasi those were the times na one-man team ka lang.
Yeah.
How did you handle it? Like, after the live when you shut it down, what's the feeling? What did you do? Things like that. Yung mga behind the scenes na hindi namin alam.
Funny as it may be, pero siguro this is my defense na hindi ako yung mayabang. Kasi whenever there's big things like that happen, I mean, mayabang ako pag sa may mga friends. Parang mo yun yung parang yabang-yabang lang na joke na yabang. But when I'm alone, I tap myself at the back but not so much that I get high on my own supply. Kung mataas ang live, I'm happy. I share it. Pero on to the next. Hindi ko siya talaga ini-internalize. Tanginang, sobrang galing ko. I look myself in the mirror and tanginang galing mo, bro. Hindi ako ganoon. Siguro it's because, yun nga, more on grounded kasi talaga ako sa intent eh. So I'm just happy that I'm able to do the things those 4 things, doing the things that I want, doing the things that I love, helping a lot of people along the way and earn ton shit of money out of this. So happy na ako dun. And the feeling of, like dati kasi 10 lang nanonood sa akin bro eh. And then eventually 4,000, 10,000. Super happy in a sense because everything that happened accumulated. Pero I never let it, I never get high on my own supply.
That's important.
Yeah, somehow. Yun ang nangyayari sa akin. So
stay grounded, no?
Funny thing eh, kasi whenever I encounter people, like when they see me, tapos sabi lang, grabe no, parang sobrang simple mo, parang sobrang bait mo, sobrang ganon. So parang medyo nalulungkot ako in a sense because there are like people automatically assume that if you're in a specific place, justifiable na maging maano ka, maging what do you call this? Masama yung ugali mo.
Or rude, no?
Or rude. Yun. Justifiable kasi ganito na yung
status.
Yung status and all.
Sila lang din yung naglalagay ng ano, no? Sila lang din naglalagay ng expectations, no?
Exactly.
Pinapahirapan nila yung self nila. Hindi, pero I mean, yun kasi talaga yung culture na meron tayo eh.
Exactly. So, yun. I'm just happy being grounded in a place where, kasi bro, this actually worked against my favor. Nakala ko okay pa rin. Na so much so na parang so hindi ko kasi gusto. I don't really want to think that I'm there. Because that's kasi if you put into my head right now, I'm not even half to a place where I want to be. But in the world's perception as of the moment, meron naman na.
Yep.
But it works against my favor kasi sobrang kala ko wala pa. So parang nagkakaroon ng na marami na palang tumitingin. So hindi ko na nababantayan yung like I mean those little things. And then so much so that like say for example before when I was single. So when I'm at the club. So hindi ko naman inisip na may makakilala sa akin eh. But I didn't realize na meron pala. And then I acted, I don't know.
I acted like you're not famous in the internet space, no?
Exactly. And then
you forgot that you're DARBS Kim, no?
so that something is parang something na I learned. Pero happy pa naman ako to a point na hindi pa siya nakaka-obstruct sa privacy. Pero hindi na siya pwede na pagpupunta ka sa isang lugar
pakalat-kalat ka.
Oo, hindi na pwede. So, parang I hope that day doesn't come. It's good because it means that what I'm doing is great. Pero nararamdaman ko na yung nararamdaman ng parang wala kang freedom.
Yeah.
Because every place that you go,
someone knows you.
Someone knows you. And bro, it's tiring to be all smiles and giggles all the time. Alam mo ba na introvert ako?
Okay.
I'm fucking introvert, man. Na hindi, I don't see crowds. But when I'm in one, I can perform. But nalulubat ako pag there's so many people.
Okay.
And
yung social battery mo,
bumababa.
limited.
So, di ba sabi mo, like off-cam, kanina sabi mo, bro, nung pandemic, bakit sobrang parang everything was aligned in you? Sabi mo, di ba? While other people are like fucking crying and stuff and all. Man, the pandemic for me was like another ordinary day. Parang hindi I can live in my apartment in my place na hindi ako lumalabas ng isang taon.
So, wala pa lockdown, nila-lockdown mo na yung self mo.
Yes, bro. I mean, sobrang chill lang ako. And so much so that the thing that I'm earning at is sa internet. So I don't have to go out.
Oo din.
Ha?
Oo din. Tama
Yeah.
din.
But the thing is, even minus that, tapos like sabihin na natin na hindi ako nakalabas kasi four corners of the wall lang daw ang nakikita. For me, it was not my reality. I was chill. I was good. Like, okay, fine, yeah. I don't have to go out? Fuck yeah.
Sinabi ko nga na parang during your live, you were so composed. Yung mga problema nila, ganito, ganyan. Ikaw, alam mo yun, parang you're giving out your wisdom na parang super composed. Sabi ko, wala pang problema to si DARBS Kim. Habang nanonood, pero wala, I respect lang how you deal with it because the way you dealt with it gave people, even me, assurance that things are gonna be okay. You're projecting the comfort best way possible.
Yeah.
Kahit nasa internet ka lang nila nakikita. Ang galing.
Yes.
That's a skill eh.
And siguro isa din sa mga tinuturo ko sa if I'm teaching content creation is authenticity talaga. Maybe you felt as if I'm in a place of comfort because that's where I was at that specific time. Ako naniniwala ako na content consumers are smart.
Lalo ngayon.
Lalo na ngayon. They smell fake people. Paano natin nasabi na content consumers are smart? Like shares are free.
True.
Like shares are free. And doesn't take much of a time to do that. Like millisecond to like a post. To share a post, 2 steps. Not unless maglalagay ka ng description.
Caption, yeah.
But people are very aware now on what a content is and if it's worthy of their likes and their shares. Kasi our own social media wall reflects our extension of our backyard. It's so powerful now, we don't let... Kasi ikaw, like, if you're gonna hire someone, you'll be able to learn how to profile someone just by checking their wall. So ganun kalakas, ganun kalaki ang parang kumbaga instance, malalaman mo kung anong personality ng tao, kung anong sinishare nila. So if shinare ka nila or if nilike ka nila, ibig sabihin that's a big deal already. And for sure, marami kang videos na tinatapos. Marami ka ding videos na napapatawa ka pero hindi lahat nila like at sinishare mo.
Then.
So that only means that it doesn't deserve, even if it gave you value, it doesn't deserve the like and the share even if it was free. Kasi sobrang pinapahalagahan na natin ang value, ang content. So, there will be a major shift. Nagiging mature na ang audience. Moving forward, sobrang hirap ng mag-subscribe if the content that are being produced are hindi na uso ang hindi na uso ang fast food content ngayon. Unti-unti na siyang nawawala. Dati kasi sobrang uso. Yung magpa-prank, maliligo ako ng nakahubad, something like crazy, mga
Dati super entertaining nun eh.
That time. Pero ngayon, sobrang nagmamature na ng audience na I'm happy because taas na ang standard ng mga content consumers. And ikaw na nakikinig ngayon, you are a content consumer. But haven't you thought about it that you have a message to share? That maybe it's time for you to stop being a consumer and become a content producer? Because I know you have something to share. And I think it's about time for you to start.
Never late. Never too late to start. As long as you acknowledge that, or at least you think you wanna do it. Bro, iPhone 3GS pa lang may podcast app na yung iPhone. 2024 mag-podcast ka na kung gusto mo talagang gawin yun.
Yes. Exactly.
Diba? Yun lang naman ganun yun eh. Sabi ko nga, hindi ako nagsimula nito. Marami lang din akong ginaya. Nagkataon lang, nauna ako sa YouTube, parang gano'n. Nauna ako naglabas ng video format of it. Pero may mga Inka na, may Joy Spring na, ang dami nang gumagawa nito. Si Mo Twister nga, podcast yung format nun, yung interview nun eh. And wala lang, nagre-resonate lang siya kay Kim na ikaw, kung feeling mo, kaya mo mag-create kaysa manood lang.
Yeah.
Kung feeling mo yung pinapanood mo, mas magaling ka doon.
Yeah.
Try mo mag-share din ng value.
I think so. That might be the answer to what you have been looking for, like a food for your soul. Maybe is to share.
Do it a little while. Pag medyo lito ka na, pag medyo kailangan mag-innate sa'yo eh. Pero pag nandoon ka na sa gumagana na siya, tapos gusto mo na siyang step up, may mga bootcamps para naman mas step up mo pa yung content creations mo, di ba? May mga online courses. Marami kang pwedeng sundan at i-follow at pwede kang attenan na magpapagaling sa'yo.
Warning lang din, by the way, sa mga hindi lahat ng masterclass and bootcamp are worth to pay.
Oo din.
So there's this one issue that's been going out. Hindi ko na sasabihin ng name.
They paid a huge amount of money.
17,500 eh. Tapos ang nadatnan lang daw nila, yung 5 days naging 2 days na lang. Tapos parang nag-uusap na lang sila.
Parang they were there to clap for their achievements, not for those people to teach them actual value.
Exactly.
I've seen that also.
Yeah. So be very careful kasi sobrang dami na din naglalabas ngayon ng mga things that they want to teach. So just be mindful of those people. Make sure to check reviews din ng mga umattend na. Syempre meron, like say for example ngayon, there was one post na tinabi yung poster ko kasi gumagawa din ako ng bootcamp. So tinabi yung poster ko doon sa, hindi ko alam kung kilala mo tayo, si Agent B. Yung nag-i-expose siya ng mga... Tinira niya si Kong TV eh.
Okay.
Tapos sinabi niya na involved daw sa isang malaking scam and all. So, yung page na yun na-close. Tapos gumawa siya ng bagong page.
Okay.
Actually, kinover ko siya. Kaya nandun ako sa radar niya.
Okay.
So, nangyari is, tinabi niya sa akin yung issue nung sinasabi natin. Kasi nagpapa-masterclass din. Nagbo-bootcamp din ako.
Okay.
And I charged even double than what that guy is. Tapos, parang... Ang na-report, parang ang pagkalagay sa photo is parang tinabi niya lang. So parang dinamay niya yung course ko. So syempre, a little bit frustrated because you're just trying to do what you have to do to teach people. Pero I'm happy kasi on the comment section, the students themselves actually
justified
the
actual value that they got.
Yes, sila pa mismo nagsabi na sobrang that's the common notion that I get na kulang pa yung binayad nila because it was
sa dami ng natutunan nila.
Sa dami natutunan. And it's not just one-way learning na seminar typical. It's experiential. It's more on inner game than just the technicalities. Bonus and technicalities. So I'm very happy. So for those people, be very careful. Check nyo din mga reviews. Ask around if it's really worth it kasi sobrang dami. Naka 6 figures lang sa galalabas na masterclass. Parang may mga joke na gano'n eh. So,
na 6 figures followers pero 200 likes, no?
So, careful. But ako, I'm pro learning talaga.
Naman.
Lalo na sa I think Philippines are already opening up to that kind of thing. And honestly, education should be revolutionized. Because if you think about it, brother, if you look at the structure of a car 100 years ago and the car right now, it's totally different, right? Mm-hmm. Look at the phone before, yung telephone na unang na-invento now. It's night and day. But if you look at the classroom 100 years ago and the classroom now, it's the same. So what does that mean? It means that our educational system mostly needs to evolve. And I truly believe na ang education system will revolutionize in the coming years. Kasi people would basically want to learn from people who actually did what they're teaching. It's like in a business school, like would you magtuturo sa'yo yung teacher hindi nagtuturo ng business?
O kaya nasa business course ka, tapos yung teacher mo walang business.
Exactly. I mean, I'm not dissing a college
We're just putting out examples.
But what I'm trying to say is it makes sense, bro, right? Like most of the time kasi nagiging academic na lang, hindi based on actual results. So that's the reason why there will be a revolution in education in the coming years. Na people would really literally realize na hindi na nila kailangan would go to college. Because not unless you're engineer, doctors, of course, you have to, right?
Profession yan.
Parang
lawyer.
Paano yun? Diskarte o diploma or something like that. Of course, kailangan mong matuto. Like, elementary, high school education, kailangan mo yun. Hindi pwedeng diskarte ka lang. Hindi ka marunong magbasa, di ba? So, kailangan mo pa rin.
Maluloko ka.
Exactly. Kailangan mo matuto nun. But what we're trying to say is that if in case wala ka dun sa majority ng profession, say for example, business, entrepreneurship, I believe it's way better to go directly to those people who's executing. Like, I'd rather want to be mentored by Elon Musk or I'd pay a course that Elon Musk is teaching than go to a school in Harvard or I don't know that would basically parang teach me how to do it. Though Harvard is mataas na din naman na antas yun. But what I'm just trying to say is it's better to learn from people who executes.
Yes.
From practitioners.
Yes.
Parang ganun.
So find mentors who's doing it already. It's okay, kailangan natin talaga to get that diploma, to get the course or the degree to actually know the bare minimum. Pero everything pa rin maganda pa rin na natututo tayo sa mentor na ginagawa yung or na-achieve na yung gusto natin ma-achieve.
Yes.
Kasi they have the best knowledge about things.
As cliche as it may sound, success leaves clues. Diba? Sabi nila.
Yeah.
So might as well go directly to the source. Yan.
And don't be intimidated porque successful na siya. Kasi for sure, they're in a situation wherein success doesn't make them happy anymore. And one thing that will make them happy is for them to share the wisdom that they have.
Fuck, you got it. Yeah, exactly.
Diba?
Tama.
Minsan, pag sobra mo ng daming pera, gusto mo na lang makatulong eh.
Yes. At yun ang talagang totoong basihan na successful lang tao, bro.
Yeah.
Pag tumutulong.
Pag nababalik niya na yung success sa iba, no?
Exactly. Yun ang isang ultimate indicator that a person is successful is if that person helps others.
Paying forward.
Kasi you cannot give what you don't have.
Facts.
And most of the time, helping other people, minsan kasi nagiging frustrated tayo sa pagtulong kasi tayo mismo nawawalan.
Oo. Tapos
ito.
ugali rin natin talaga yun.
Yeah,
Minsan kahit
exactly.
wala ka na, itutulong mo pa.
I mean, kudos to you. Pero I'm here for helping sustainably.
Yes.
And you cannot help sustainably if ikaw mauubusan. Selfish to be selfless.
Then.
Kailangan mong mabuo muna para meron kang mabigay. At lahat ng mga bagay na binibigay mo should only be just an overflow. So it's your responsibility to have so much so that you have so much to give.
Galing nun. And simple example lang din, di ba sa aeroplano? Help yourself first before you help others.
Yes.
Put your mask on first. Before you give. Bago. Kung may anak ka, dala mo anak mo. Hindi sinabi ng flight attendant na unahin mo siya. Right?
Yes.
Minsan hindi yun nagme-make sense until you put your creator puts you in a situation where kaya pala. Kaya pala ganun dapat.
Makes sense.
Be selfish minsan para rin mas ma-sustain mo yung pagtulong.
Pagtulong sustainably.
Oo.
Para hindi ka naiinis doon sa mga nagkakaroon ka na ng minsan okay pa sa una Pero pag parang isusubo mo na lang wala na. Parang minsan nagkakaroon ka na ng contempt Kasi fuck.
At minsan kasalanan din natin yun pag hinayaan natin na maging ganun sila.
Yes.
Na nakaasa, tapos pag wala ka nabigay, nagagalit, sasama loob mo, tapos mawawalan ka na ng drive sa work mo, tapos guguho na yung mga pangarap mo.
Tapos ikaw na yung
Ikaw na yung kawawa.
Ikaw na yung may kasalanan.
Maraming mga OFW tsaka mga kababayan natin na nagwo-work na ganyan yung nafe-feel. Kaya please love yourself more, and by loving also yung mga loved ones natin is teaching them also how to put bread on their own plate.
Yes, exactly. It's the truest form of love. Teaching them how to... Ito, meron kasing there's a specific research. 90% of zoo lions,
okay.
when they are released in the field, dies. Kasi there's specific time, may rule kasi sa zoo that at specific age,
papakawalan
mo talaga siya sa wild.
Hindi na siya attraction. Kailangan niya na makabalik sa natural habitat.
Yes. And 90% of zoo lions that are released in the wild dies.
Why?
Because they don't know how to hunt anymore.
Kasi sanay silang nakakulong, binibigyan ng chicken, binibigyan ng karne.
Exactly.
Ngayon, pagdating nila sa wild, paano ko hahabulin yung hyena?
Yes.
Hindi naman yan naituro sa akin.
Yes. Nasanay sila na binibigyan na lang. So they are not able to develop a skill set, the strength, the stamina to chase those hyenas. So, please, don't raise zoo animals.
Awaken the giant within you. Be the lion of your life.
Exactly.
Marami pa kami pag-uusapan. Kasama pa rin natin si Real Talk Darbs. Magbe-break lang muna kami. Nandito pa rin kayo sa paborito niyong podcast. Ito po ang DOUGBROCK Radio. What is up, cyberspace? Kung nagustuhan mo yung podcast episode na to, huwag mo kalimutang mag-subscribe, Siyempre, i-check out mo na rin yung iba naming mga segments, gaya ng Sound Trip, Essentials, Merch Library, at marami pang iba. Also, don't forget to follow us on our social media platforms on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, DOUGBROCK TV. You can also listen to my podcast on Spotify and all podcast streaming platforms. Just search DOUGBROCK Radio. See you on the next Sunday Habit. Keep on winning. Yo, cyberspace, nandito pa rin kayo sa paborito niyong podcast. Ako po si DOUGBROCK. Kasama pa rin natin si Real Talk Darbs. So Darbs Kim. Tanong ko lang, ito kanina ko pa talaga ito gusto itanong Paano mo na may maintain na yung content mo fresh and relevant?
So for those of you who don't know, kung napapanood mo lang ako kasi ang dinidiscuss ko is current social issues.
Yeah.
Previously kasi love and relationship. I think si Brother Dog, naabutan mo ako sa era na love and relationship So, siguro ganun lang You have to just continuously reinvent yourself. So, una, love relationship. Then next, current social issues. And then after that, maybe I'll do something different. Just maintaining, giving value on every content that I produce. That's basically it.
Giving value.
Value talaga eh. Yun nang ano ko eh. See, yung like right now, the reason, sobrang sensational kasi ng mga topics ko lately kasi mga social issues. Dinidiscuss ng mga Filipino.
Oo.
Ang nakita ko kasing loophole doon is, we're just basically inclining towards the most common opinion of the herd. So if everybody is saying that is the person's fault, everybody assumes that that's their fault. Without actually, the only reason why we say so is dahil yun lang ang sinabi ng iba. Kaya yun na din ang judgment natin.
Yun yung available na context.
Yes. So me, I try to get everyone's context and present it to the audience.
Okay.
Siyempre magbibigay ako ng sarili kong views about sa issue, but ang ginagawa ko kasi hindi lang ako bara-bara na nagko-comment eh. Most of the time, I do really research. I have researcher who research the topic. And most of the time, isang information lang ang nakukuha. Pero hindi nalaman yung isa pang information. And that's the reason why opinions are not as sound as it should be. So I'm using the platform. Kasi minsan, Philippines, hindi masyadong nag-think critically. Kung ano lang yung uso na opinion, that's what everybody goes with.
Sometimes yung pinakamabilis gawin.
Exactly. Headline reading. Headline reading. So, yun. How do I maintain structure?
Okay.
So, I have already 4 editors. I have 2 writers, research writing. And yun. Eventually, rinse and repeat.
Anong itsura ng isang araw ni DARBS Kim?
So, depends if
a regular day and a hectic day.
So, a regular day for me, we wake up at the house 4 a.m. And
wow,
then
that's so early.
Yeah. 4 to 5, we meditate. Everyone in the house. 5 a.m. learning time. So, we allot 30 minutes of learning. And then 30 minutes self-care, which is movement. So, ako, ang ginagawa ko, learning time and movement, iniisa ko. So, 5:30, I go to the gym. So, 5:30 until 7 o'clock. Ayan. Habang nagpa-podcast, nakikinig ako ng podcast, learning time ko yan eh. Alex Hormozy, Simon Sinek, and those kind of people.
Ito yung pinapakinggan mo while working out. Okay.
And then, so naiisa ko na lang siya.
See, ano yan that's tinitipid mo na yung time mo.
Yes.
Ano na yan, multitasking na yan.
Yeah, exactly. And then after that, checking emails, meetings from 7 till 11. So since maaga ako nagigising, usually nagpa-power nap ako ng 12:30 to 1. 30 minutes lang. Huwag masyadong mahaba kasi
Hindi ka makatulog
sa gabi. And then in the afternoon, if may shoot ako,
doon mo ginagawa.
In every video, siguro 20 minutes. So I usually allot only 6 hours weekly lang on my content creation. Kasi most of the time, meron akong mga side projects such as, yun nga, may mga speaking engagement din ako. Meron din akong dine-develop na brand ngayon, which I'm gonna launch very soon.
Okay, I'm excited for it.
So product na siya talaga.
Okay.
So after that, say for example, may bootcamp kami na gagawin, so nagmi-meeting na kami niyan kung ano yung mga gagawin and stuff and all. And if there's guestings like this, pinupuntahan ko, but not always. Very, hindi naman madalas, pero meron din pa minsan-minsan. And yeah, that's it. That's basically my day. My day ends around 9 p.m. So 9 p.m., ano na yan, chill na yan, slow down na yan. Then, kahiga na ako yan, 10. Then 11, lights off na yan. Tulog na.
Okay.
Rinse and repeat every day. Ganun.
It's not typical, no? O araw siya ng masisipag na tao at may dedication.
Just because I like what I'm doing. That's why I'm doing it. And funny thing, I found myself so the bootcamp, content mastery bootcamp, super taxing talaga siya, and you need like so much energy on those 3 days.
Oh, it's 72 hours of bootcamp, no?
Exactly. So sobrang ano talaga, drained ako after.
Okay.
So I deserve, kasi ano yun is Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So Monday I deserve rest, right? So rest, I woke up late, like around 10:30. And then middle of the day, I decided not to do anything because I fucking deserve it. Parang middle of the day, mga siguro 2-3, fuck, nakukonsensya ako, wala akong ginagawa.
innate sa'yo talaga gumalaw.
Sabi ko, fuck.
Kahit kakatapos lang ng 3-day masterclass mo, no?
And it's justifiable to rest. Pero, I don't know, something inside of me like, fuck, I'm supposed to be doing something right now. So anyway, yun lang. Na-share ko lang.
Galing lang kasi it's when you see talaga na progressive kapag ganyan, naka-compartmentalize yung time. On this time, this is what I'm gonna do. Pero ikaw, paano mo iniiwasan yung burnout? Since may mga chances na repetitive yan, medyo controlling ka sa time mo. Alam mo yun, medyo stiff yung schedulings mo. Paano mo siya binabalance?
Siguro gratitude.
Okay.
Grounding myself with, like, it could have been worse. I could have been in a job that I hate.
Sa bagay. Din.
And
mindsetting, no?
Yes, exactly. Shifting a frame lang na I could have still been in Dubai working for people that I don't like and having an environment that is toxic and earning not as much as I'm earning now. So, pag inisip ko yun, like, fuck, I can't get burned out. Though, di ko naman sinasabi na I don't. It's just that parang I choose gratitude na lang when time comes na it becomes repetitive. In my line of work, every time there's new something new always. And honestly, if you're lazy, it's a good sign. You know why? If you're lazy at a specific thing, it means that you don't like what you're doing. Kasi ako tamad ako, bro, sinasabi ko sa'yo. Pero hindi ako tamad sa ginagawa ko. Because tamad akong mag-household chore. Tamad ako mag-aral before, somehow. Pero dito, maraming nagsasabi masipag daw ako. Pero I don't fucking feel like, parang feeling kong kulang pa yung ginagawa ko.
Walang extra kang ginagawa, no? Talagang ginagawa mo lang lahat ng gusto mong gawin.
Exactly,
no?
Tapos parami nagsasabi na people who's observing me, sipag mo, grabe, palagi kang may ginagawa and stuff and all. Sabi ko, honestly, I don't even feel like I'm doing enough. So pag tamad ka sa isang bagay, ibig sabihin hindi mo gusto yung ginagawa mo. And I think it's a symptom. A good symptom for you to really find what you wanna do. If in case.
Galing, no? Kahit negative na yung katamaran, parang na-reframe mo pa rin siya sa, oo, kasi hindi mo masyadong gusto yan.
Yes.
Hanapin mo lang kung saan ka sisipagin.
Exactly. So, like, say for example, a perfect example nito is, you cannot let a kid stay in one place reading books 5 hours straight.
Hindi.
Nope. But give them mobile phones. Bro, 12 hours. Walang uwian yan. So, the thing is, it's just that they're not interested on the thing that they're doing. Yun lang eh. So these kids are able to stay in a specific place and do it intensively for 12 hours pag sa games. So, ibig sabihin, gusto nila yon. So, everybody has their own games that we can stay focused for 12 hours without becoming tiring. The trick is finding what that is.
Finding that game.
Yes.
Na ikaw yung bida.
Yeah. It could be baking, it could be cooking, it could be podcasting.
Pottery making.
Exactly. It could be photo shoot. It could be surfing. It could be anything. And what's good about that is whatever it is that you discover is not useless eh. Kasi we're living in an age where everything is monetizable.
Ito, pakita ko sa yung example. One thing that I really love watching, really love doing is manifesting. And during the pandemic, no, I don't know if you remember this. I always turn on the office TV. We watch YouTube. Yung mga 4K na naglalakad sa New York. Yung videos na naglalakad sa London, naglalakad sa ganito. Lagi ko sinasabi sa team, yan yung way ko kapag gusto ko makakita ng ibang bagay. Makikita mo ibang taong naglalakad, ibang lahi, ibang culture, ibang weather. Yun, doon ako na minamanifest ko siya. Second, gusto ko makapunta doon, makita ko yun yung reality ko, yung parang lalabas ako ng hotel na ito yung makikita ko, may snow, whatever. Yun. Important yun. Pero babali lang din ako doon sa sinabi kanina ni Darbs na hindi mo alam na mamonetize yun ng isang taong mahilig lang mag-record. Yun lang.
Exactly.
Gusto ko lang maglakad sa Japan. Lakad lang siya. 3 hours walking. Pinapakita niya lang yung mga side street, yung mga tindahan, yung mga kung ano-ano. pero multi-million views. 4K walking videos on YouTube. Lahat ng city na gusto mong puntahan. Kahit nga SM North meron, may gumagawa eh. Or kahit anong lugar, Luneta meron, Intramuros meron. Imagine that, merong tao na dun lang, yun yung game niya. Yun yung fun for him.
Exactly.
For them. To record everything na nadadaanan nila. And, mind you, there are a lot of people is being entertained by that. Sobrang simple. Wala man lang script.
Exactly.
Basta ang kailangan niya lang, battery siguro, may power bank siya para hindi nalolobat, tas stable lang yung video para hindi nakakapagod panoorin.
Yeah, exactly. Everything is monetizable. That person loves walking, was able to monetize what he wants to do.
Baka healthy pa siya.
Exactly.
Kasi di ba, 20,000 steps on per video, why not?
Yeah. That's where going back to what I was mentioning.
Exactly.
We're living in an era of the greatest opportunity for humankind. This is the era. And I think if there's a wake-up call, this is the time to check it out. Yeah. Kasi there has never been an era like this. Ever since.
Ngayon lang to.
Yeah.
Galing, no? Galing ng culmination ng mga nangyari nung recent events.
Yes.
The technology also, mad props to the internet providers, plus the tech, the tech engineers, the designers na, ano na yung meron sa iPhone mo? Ano na yung meron sa Android phone mo ngayon? Ano na yung kayang gawin ng laptop mo?
Yeah, exactly.
Diba? Na you can just create ng kung paano man, pwede mo lang din i-Google or i-YouTube kung paano. Na wala kasi akong kilalang ganito eh. Edi, hanap ka sa internet.
Exactly.
Diba? Ang bilis. We are in a tama si DARBS na parang nasa era tayo. This is a golden moment. This has never been like available before.
Greatest opportunity for humankind.
Yes.
And it's your chance to take advantage of this moment kasi we're already here. We're already in this moment. So if you're someone who's watching and then so, 'di ba sabi nila, pag namatay ka, there's 2 dates sa lapida mo. The day you were born and the day that you died. You know what's the most important part doon sa lapida? It's the dash. Because the dash is the culmination of how you lived. And if you think about it, more than half of our life we spend in our job. More than half of our life. Kasi minsan nga mas nakakasama pa natin ng katrabaho natin kesa mga mahal natin sa buhay.
True.
Tama? So, if the most important thing is the dash, and the dash represents how you live your life, and more than half of your life you spend in your job. If you don't like your job right now, you're not gonna like half of your life. So, maybe this is a chance for you to really find what you want to do. Parang, it's an opportunity to really look back, sit back, escape the matrix kind of shit. But as cliche as it may sound, we are handed an opportunity to really make the dash worth living by pursuing what we really want to do. And I'm not saying that you should quit your job right now and do the things that you want to do. No, that's stupid. Marami nagsasabi kasi, I hate my job. Hindi ko na gusto yung katrabaho ko. Ang liit-liit ng sahod. Pero 10 years, nandun pa rin siya. Most people are actually very good at complaining on the problem, but very poor on doing something about the problem.
Wow. Word.
Marami. Okay, sige, fine. You complain about the fucking thing that you hate the most, but are you doing something about it? Kasi iba yung may sinasabi sa may ginagawa. So, if you hate your job so much, then what are you doing? Sabihin na natin 9 to 5. Sabihin na natin 8. You wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning and then you go out. You go to the office. And then you from what time? From 8 o'clock up until
4,
5? 5 o'clock. And then 5 o'clock, go back. Sabihin na natin nakakarating ka ng 7. Sabihin na natin. Typical. Kakain ka. 7 to 8. Kain, ligo, 8. 8 o'clock up until, sabihin na natin 11. what are you doing at that time? Most of the time, they just watch us. But are you doing about the very thing doon sa problema mo? Because if you spend the time on 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, that's 4 hours. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 4 fucking hours every single time.
Mm-hmm.
And if you spend that 4 hours on something that could allow you to escape from the shit that you want to escape from, compound yan eh.
Mm-hmm.
Give it 1 year, 2 years time, that 4 hours becomes multiple times. That the side hustle now becomes the main hustle.
Mm-hmm.
But the only problem is people don't just start because everybody is busy talking shit about what could have been.
Instead of doing something about it.
Exactly. And people are so busy dreaming, very few wakes up to make them come true.
Word. Maybe this is already a sign. Write something about your dreams and do something about it outside of your working hours. Eventually, it is going to be your main thing.
Exactly. You deserve to live. You deserve to have that dash meaningful.
Mm-hmm.
Meaningful dash. YOLO. You only live once. Fuck
Totoo.
that shit, man. No, I don't believe YOLO. Fuck that shit. You only live once. No.
You live every day.
You die once, you live every day. But most people choose to live their day-to-day just existing.
The same.
Exactly. When was the last time you were really, truly happy? That you were not looking at your phone and accepting what you have because you're happy on where you are. Appreciating the people around you. Appreciating the flowers. Appreciating where you are. Kung saan ka na ngayon versus kung saan ka nung nakaraan. And I don't know, maybe it's something that you really have to ponder upon kasi time is ticking.
Mm-hmm.
You don't live once. You die once, but you live every single day. And I want you to live every day, hopefully, mostly happy.
Why, Darbs, why do you want to do the things that you're doing now? What does it give you before you go to sleep? What's your feeling every day?
First of all, I don't know. Like, financially, hindi ako sobrang yaman, bro. But financially, I'm okay. I want to have more. Not because I want to show people that I have more, but because when I have more to give. Mm-hmm. That's the reason why I pursue every single day. But as of this moment right now, I'm good. Siguro, parang just having an opportunity to really do something meaningful with what I have. Like being able to use the gift. Everybody has a gift. Mm-hmm. Regardless of what it is, you have a gift. It's just your responsibility to find that gift. And I just find every single day a way to use my gift. Mm-hmm. Kasi pag hindi mo ginagamit yan, binabawi yan.
Yeah. If you're I think you're ungrateful if you're not maximizing your true potential.
Exactly. And you deserve to be heard, you deserve to be seen. And for me, siguro parang being able to just do something. So si Coach Ross, diba? Nag-ano kasi siya sa amin eh. He's doing parang Zinnovation. Mm-hmm. Zinnovation is he penetrates the organization from within and checks what are, parang put structure on it. So we're already 30 people in sa House Creatives. So he went in, and then one of the ways for us to really like go forward, kasi ang target na kinam up namin lahat is 300 million in the next 3 years, have a building of our own and create Content Creator Asia Award for content creators.
Yun yung nilagay yung goal setting.
Yan namin goals. And so it's good na may goal ka.
Oh.
So once you have a goal, you're able to see people if they're aligned towards that. Mm-hmm. If they said yes, now these, as a leader, these are the things that we needed to do for us to go there. Mm-hmm. Right? So be it waking up in the morning. That's the reason why everybody fucking wakes up at 4 a.m.
Okay.
Because that's one of the ways for us to go there. Executing, being excellent at what you do. I'm not saying that you cannot make a mistake, but being able to do the things that you needed to do. Tapos, so, inas kami isa-isa.
Okay.
Anong dahilan kung bakit gusto mong makuha yun? So, 300 million basically means financial. When it's financial, you have to use the money for something. So, lahat sila, they have their own why. So, one person's why is to build a house for their family, sa tatay niya. Yung isa naman, yung may lead editor ko si Keith, sabi niya, gusto niyang pauwiin yung tatay niya as a seaman.
I-retire niya na.
Pare-retire niya na. Yun yung why niya. Mostly about their family, their loved ones. Yung isa naman, gusto niyang papuntahin sa Disneyland yung family niya kasi all the while daw, nagtatrabaho, outing, something like that. That's their why. So, when Coach Ross asked me, what's your why? Why do you wanna fucking do this? So, I want it to be selfish. I want it because I wanted the Lambo. I want the stuff and all. Gusto ko yun. Gusto ko yun ang sabihin ko. I want it to be selfish. Pero honestly, every time I close my... Kasi pinapikit kami na eh. Every time I close my eyes, it's not... Hindi yun ang lumalabas. Ang lumalabas is those people working under me will basically be able to have their own house, have their own family, and basically, nagkakaroon sila ng fulfillment sa sarili-sarili nilang buhay. That is my win.
Wow.
Bro, I mean, fuck that shit. I don't want that.
You want the Lambo.
I want the Lambo. Honestly. Kasi hindi ko yun gusto. Kasi that's an infinite game.
Then.
So, but the thing is, when I close my eyes, and that's just what I see. I just want to see those people happy, fulfilling the needs that they have.
Winning also.
Winning within themselves. Yun ang nakikita ko. So, maybe that's the reason why I do what I do. For these people to actually get what they want. And as someone who's head of the house, parang that's what takes me into doing the shit that I needed to do. Because, cliche, ang kaligayahan nila, kasiyahan ko. Parang ang sarap lang na, meron kaming house angel. So yung house angel namin, galing siyang Jensen. Bro, dati naglinis lang ng plato yun. Tapos natutulog sa labas ng tindahan. Tapos pinalayas ng tita niya kasi patapon na nga. Parang rugby boy.
Okay.
Now bro, nandito siya sa Manila. I brought him in together with my Jensen boys. Super happy ako because the kind of life he is living right now is not the kind of life his previous past was not able to live in. So siya na ang nagli-lead ng sa boot camp. Siya ang gadgets set-up team. Siya ang pinalead ko and he's just 22 years old.
Okay.
Because he's earning 6 figures already. From that kind of guy to this kind of guy, parang the kind of joy I get seeing people evolve. And
Priceless.
yeah, parang fuck, sobrang nice, sobrang gusto ko yung dynamics na makita anong gagawin niya sa pera. Parang gets mo. So,
Tsaka ikaw yung nag-instill ng values eh. Kaya niya na-deserve yun eh.
yes.
So kung paano niya pa yun i-roll out or kung paano niya pa yun iti-treat, yung wins na yun, nakaka-excite yun para sa mga mentor.
For sure. Tapos meron ako isang kaibigan, isang din from Jensen. So, na-stroke yung father niya.
You brought a lot of Jensen boys, ha?
Fuck, Jensen boys. Fuck, sobrang talented guy. Bro. So, yun naman siya. Na-stroke yung father niya. Medyo sobrang problematic siya sa family.
Okay. Marami yung family issues.
Pero sobrang sipag niya, bro. Sobrang when I say thing, graphic artist naman siya, photographer. When I say a specific thing, may time pa hindi matutulog yan basta matapos niya lang yun.
Wow.
So,
hardworking.
So sobra. So, being able to see that guy win, like, fuck, that's my why. That's what I want to see. And I hope na hindi ganun. I hate it to be like that kasi I want to be selfish. But yun that's the reason why I do what I do. Just to see the people around me win as well. Kasi sobrang masaya. Parang, fuck. Like, he's able to pay the bills. He's able to, pwede niya nang tubusin yung bahay nila. Alam mo yun, parang being able to watch a movie but in real life.
Respect Respect din talaga sa mga taong, who's able to provide for their families, immediate families. Lalo na sa mga tao na wala pang asawa pero trying to help out families.
Yes.
Like parents, siblings, sending out siblings or nephews, nieces to school. Na para ma-break lang yung generational curse na mahirap sila. Na isa-sacrifice niya lahat para hindi nyo maranasan yung naranasan ko. Na at least mas future-proof yung future nyo. That's amazing.
That's the reason why I need the 300 million. Not for the show, not for the fucking thing, but for those people who's in the organization to change their lives. Parang, that's why I'm so mission-driven. Parang purpose talaga na why I wake up 4 a.m. Parang yan. I just wanted to go there. Not because I wanted to spend the money by myself, but I want to earn more to give more. Parang ganun.
Galing nun. Minsan diba, gumigising alas 4. Minsan hindi mo na rin naiintindihan bakit alam mo yun, bakit ba di ba? Pero pag nakikita mo yung small wins na nangyayari, yung tupi ng lahat ng sacrifices, may tupi kami ni Papi, yung partner ko dito sa TMP. Tinatawag namin tupi yun eh. Parang pag bumalik yung lahat ng ginawa mo, alam mo yun, pag tumupi siya, mas maano yun, di ba?
Exactly.
Parang pag binaliktad ng itlog, luto na yan eh. Di ba?
Yeah.
So, parang, ang ganda lang din to know na you're the face of almost everything that you do. You're the person na lagi namin nakikita. Ikaw yung boses na lagi namin naririnig. Pero ito yung mga tao sa paligid mo. At kung saan sila, kasi it's easy for you to get somebody from Dubai lang din or a creative in Manila. Pero bakit taga Jensan? May purpose yun eh.
Yes.
Alam mo yun, yun yung story eh.
Yeah.
Yun yung story na that makes every lifetime story unique.
Yeah.
It's yours. You chose your voice. You chose your kababayan. And if I'm gonna win with you.
Yes. Kaya nga ang tagline namin, win with us or watch us win.
Last nun. Okay, gusto ko itanong. Siyempre, lumipat ka na nga dito sa Manila. Bumuo ka na ng sarili mong creative team. Meron ka ng company dito. Nung nasa Dubai ka, what's the main parang reason na nag-decide ka na to go here? Or may instance ba na pumunta ka lang dito for a visit or for a work tapos tsaka mo na-realize? Give us the story.
Yun, yung second mo sinabi. So I was here because I got a Toyota event.
Invite, okay.
Ako nag-host ng isang Toyota race, Gazoo Racing, yung Vios Cup.
Okay. Yung GS nila. Gazoo Race. Okay.
Gazoo Racing.
Okay.
So I was the host last year.
GR, yeah.
August yun last year. Tapos when I came back, so nandito na ako last year, March.
Okay.
So I went in just to check in. So I stayed for 6 months, March, April, May, June, July. Ay, hindi. So mga 3 months lang pala.
Okay.
Tapos, when I came back to Dubai, sinabihan ako ng Toyota, punta ka dito kasi may gig ako for you. Sabi ko, kagagaling ko lang dyan. Ba't ako babalik ulit? Sabi ko, sige, we'll pay everything and stuff and all. Sabi ko, okay, fuck yeah. Sige. Balik. Went there. 3 days. Done. Tapos, sunod-sunod na eh. Sunod-sunod na yung gig. Sunod-sunod na lahat. And it's so easy for me to show up because most of my followers are from Philippines. So, sabi ko, okay, sige, works. Tapos pumunta ko ng Jensan, tapos bumalik ulit ako ng Manila. And then eventually, it doubled, it tripled. Na so much so na yung ginagawa ko sa Dubai, pwede ko naman gawin dito eh.
Oh.
And then at the same time, I can do something on the side. So, sabi ko like, I think, yeah. So, ang ginawa ko, I don't want to say goodbye to Dubai.
Okay.
So, I made a hack. Dinaya ko yung sarili ko. Okay, I'm gonna base in the Philippines. Pero hindi ko sinabi na I'm saying goodbye to Dubai kasi may visa pa rin ako doon.
Okay.
So, just for me to meddle na you're not saying goodbye to Dubai kasi nandun pa rin yung mga gamit ko. It's just that dito ka lang muna for the time being. Balik ka lang doon pag may mga invites or meron ka gusto mong mag-chill and all.
Oo.
So yun yung ginawa kong hack kasi Dubai has been very formative for me. So I don't wanna let go of it. Tapos doon din pumapasok yung monetization ko eh.
Okay. Kasi doon mo sinimulan lahat.
Yeah, doon ko sinimulan lahat. So yeah, it makes sense. So kaya ako lumipat dito. So funny thing is people think na pag OFW sa Dubai, so when I came back last 2 months ago lang, nandun ako eh. Dito ka na sa Dubai, mas grabe ang pera dito, di ba? Ganito, ganyan. Fuck, people don't know na money to be made in the Philippines, so much. In our industry, sobrang dami dito, bro. So there's like, isipin mo I cannot charge, because in my VVIP Content Mastery Bootcamp, I charge around 75K.
Okay.
So that's around how much dirham? 5,000, 6,000, 5,000 dirhams.
More than 5,000.
I can't charge that much in
Dubai.
I think. No, I can't. Lalong-lalo na sa mga Filipinos doon. 300 dirhams nga lang, parang susuntokin na.
No.
Pero here in the Philippines, there's a market where people really want to learn. And that's the reason why I really make sure na we over-deliver doon sa value na binibigay namin. And doon ko na-realize din na so much, there's so much money to be made here. And what's good about right now is you don't have to convince the company to create content for them or to use content creators to advertise. Kasi they're already convinced. The social media is the big thing now.
They know it already.
They already know it. There's no convincing that's happening. So, mas marami akong talaga dito.
Market.
Kasi market ko Filipinos eh. Maybe if it was other nationalities, pwede. But the thing is, for me, in my space, sobrang 10x ang kitaan dito versus sa Dubai.
Sa field na ginagawa mo.
Sa field
yun.
na ginagawa ko, of course.
Kaya pinipersuade din kayo ni Darbs na malay nyo, gusto nyo rin pala mag-create. Lalo't nandito kayo sa Philippines, do it.
Exactly. Sobrang you're missing out, lalo na if you're a business or someone you're in the personal brand space, you're missing out a lot. Kasi in this day and age, wala nang wala nang gatekeepers eh. You can go directly to the market by uploading. At ito pa, walang bayad mag-upload sa social media.
Sobrang libre Libre na, pumunta ka na lang ng mga, may mga internet spot, tapos mag-upload ka, wala kang binayaran. Pwede ka pa kumita.
Exactly. So, yan. That's something na take advantage of it. Super, super, super sayang ang opportunity.
Din. Kung kaya mong, maggumawa ng movement business dito sa atin, as long as, it's gonna offer value, it's gonna be big. Kasi kung malalaman din ng tao pag binabullshit mo sila, pag piniperahan mo lang din sila,
For sure.
wala, babalik din yun sa'yo.
For sure.
Pero kung the intentions are pure, money will follow.
For sure. And the execution is great.
Dapat execution is great.
Kasi lalo pinaka mahirap na customer sa lahat Pilipino.
Then sabi nga pagka may podcast interview ako na parang nagtrabaho siya sa States, nag-business siya. Nagbebenta siya ng item, kung anong item man yun, sunglasses, ganyan. Pagka may Pilipino, nagpapanggap siyang hindi Pinoy. Kasi pag Pilipino, sigurado daw tatawad. So, ginagawa niya, nagpapanggap siyang ibang lahi. Di ba? Di ba? Ganon. Parang, ang hirap. Isipin mo ito yung exact terms niya, parang, $5 niya binibenta yung shades. Nabili niya ng $1, binibenta niya $5.
Okay.
Tapos sinabihan siya ng Pinoy. Parang, peke ata to eh. Parang sabi niya, kaya nga $5 peke. Bakit ka galit? Alam mo yun? Yun lang, nag-resonate lang yung sinabi ni Darbs na parang Filipino is the hardest type of audience to please.
Exactly.
Pero when you got their support, they're the best fucking crowd.
Exactly. I totally agree.
Diba?
Sobra na sobrang dami pa ring positive things in the Filipino audience. Sobrang if you find the right crowd in the Philippines, sobrang you'll feel supported. Tulad nga na sinabi ko, I didn't realize people are actually coming just to tell that post otherwise.
Yeah.
And sobrang hindi yung okay yan. Like bro, sobrang haba ng mga...
Ginastify nila yung buong natutunan nila sa bootcamp, no? Ito lahat yun, no?
So nakakatuwa lang na that happened. So
Sila na yung nagtatanggol sa'yo, no?
sila na nagtatanggol sa akin. And for those people who's able to see that, parang pag nababasa yon, parang fuck, I'm sold. Kailan ba next?
Kailan yung next sa masterclass, no? Shoutouts dun sa nag-post. I mean, yun talaga reframing din, mindset din. Tsaka siguro kung content creator ka or if you wanna dive to something like this, accept the fact that you can please everybody and you're not in control of everybody's outlook of you.
For sure. That's the quickest way to remove frustration is to accept the fact na hindi mo talaga, you're not for everybody.
Mismo. Tsaka yun, balikan ko lang din na if you wanna create content and you're from the Philippines, it's a very good gateway or it's a very good value to know that there are Filipinos all around the globe. Lahat ng bansa that you can think of, there's a Filipino.
Yeah.
And if you put out a content, there's already a possibility that someone there is watching you.
Exactly. Yeah. Mas mataas pa yung monetization.
Oo, kasi galing sila sa abroad, di ba? Abroad pa yung streams mo.
Exactly.
Pero yun no? Ang galing lang din na, oo nga. Parang dito, mas mabilis mo siyang nagagawa. You can easily build a team. And then, mas madali mag-move around.
Yes.
Diba? And lahat naman ng tech nabibili na online eh. Kung wala dito yung gamit, bili ka sa online. Or ipaship mo sa kamag-anak mo abroad.
Yes.
Ang daming ways.
For sure. Tsaka sobrang hindi na nahuhuli din ng Philippines when it comes to latest things eh. May siguro pa ilan-ilan. Pero most of the time, hindi na din nahuhuli ang Philippines when it comes to the gadgets and stuff. Kasi malaking market nga. I've heard that Amazon is opening up Southeast Asia and Philippines is gonna be their main base.
In the US, Amazon is starting to, di ba they're online? They're starting to build their brick and mortars. Eventually, they'll be competing Target.
Walmart.
They will be Walmart. Imagine that.
Exactly.
Di ba? Gano'ng kalaki yung online para mag-convert ka into physical? Some physical becomes online. Nag-start online now.
Baliktad na sila
diba?
That's how great they are. Tsaka mga drones na nga nagde-deliver sa US eh. Meron na sila.
Amazing. Drones, tapos yung mga parang maliliit na cart na may mga camera. If you order milk tea, if you order sandwich, walang taong magde-deliver ng food mo. Yung food panda, ganun, wala. Robot.
Exactly.
Merong sa sidewalks may mga dumadaan ng mga ganun na ganun naka-advance. So that, sana yakapin natin yung technology, gamitin natin siya ng tama. Tsaka malay nyo, magamit nyo pa siya on your leverage to actually earn.
For sure. Kasi if you don't have a skill set that leaning towards digital technology, medyo out of the game ka. So, though the world might still need you, but parang in-demand skill set
Then
are the ones leaning towards that. Lalo na AI and digital parang production or digital leaning towards the digital space. Talagang kailangan mo ng skill set. So, kung wala kang alam, mag-upskill ka. And what's good about this day and age is ang daming information. Hindi ka tulad before, magsa-search ka pa sa library tapos nainis ka kasi wala dito yung
nahiram yung
topic.
libro.
Oh.
Nahiram yung libro, no?
Tapos punit yung page 65.
Yung kailangan mo, punit, no?
Bad trip yun, bro.
May internet na, guys.
May internet
And learn
na.
from other people's mistakes. Learn from other people's wins. Shadow successful people.
Yeah.
Lagi ang tinatanong, paano ba maka-access sa isang magaling na tao? Offer value.
Yeah.
I'm willing to learn from you.
Yeah.
Let me know what to do. Or utusan mo ko. From there, from the experiences na pinapagawa sa'yo, na lalot kung hindi mo siya sanay na ginagawa, doon pa lang natututo ka na.
Exactly. To burn the brightest, get close to the sun. So,
Get close. Yeah. Oo, din. Ang galing nun.
Get close to the sun. So, remove, parang factor in humility. Like, kasi mga micro things lang ng mga successful people on how they think, on how they decide, on how they act in a certain situation. That's first-hand experience on, parang pwede mong parang alam mo yung sa anime, yung pag may sinuntok, tapos ito yung ginamit niyang suntok. May nag-i-explain. Parang ganon. So, you can be that person, but bakit kaya ganun ang decision? Bakit nagkamali yung staff niya, pero bakit hindi siya nagalit? So, later on, marireveal yung answer sa'yo kasi parang ini-impose niya pala yung empowerment ng staff niya instead of fear. And that's the reason why this person has a great organization. Kasi hindi based on fear, based on empowerment.
Wow.
Parang ganun.
Amazing. Darbs, I'd like to ask, kanina pa natin nababanggit yung bootcamp.
Mhm.
Pang ilan na ba yan? Itong recent na ginawa mong bootcamp. Ano-ano ba yung makikita at malalaman nila doon? Para saan ba yun? At saka, yun yung mga gusto kong malaman.
So, the bootcamp that we did, fourth na last time.
What do you call it?
Content Mastery Bootcamp.
Content Mastery Bootcamp.
So, there you'll be able to learn how to create content. How I process content. Kasi every time I post a content, parang I have a formula of a viral-worthy video.
Okay.
Hindi virality. Kasi there's no formula to virality. But there's a formula to viral-worthy videos. So, papakita ko doon lahat ng mga natutunan ko from 2018 up until now. So, it's all mix of different facets of content creation. So, merong Facebook content creation, which is me. Merong 60 seconds video content creation, which is an expert is gonna be teaching. Personal branding, content creation. Merong podcasting din. Merong FB ads marketing.
Okay.
Tapos meron ding inner works, which is itatackle. Kasi most of the time, you can't enter the house properly if the door is closed.
Right.
So same as true with knowledge. Hindi papasok ang knowledge kahit gaano kaganda kung close ang utak.
Wow.
So that's what we do is hindi namin sinasabak ang audience to to content or teaching agad technicalities. Personal mastery muna yan. Inner work muna. And then after that, super interactive. Like nung una, first day, usually ganun yan, mga audience mga attendees, first day, parang suplado pa. Pero last day, ayaw nang maghiwalay.
May sepangs na, no?
Sepangs na. Tapos last day after nung end, ano na, ready na ba kayo? Sana yung ballpen nyo, yung notebook and all.
Yun na yung kulitan.
Okay, kulitan na. So, yun ang matututunan. And also the network. Honestly, the network, being able to meet a lot of people there.
It's a learning and a networking event.
Exactly. And kaya hindi ako takot mag-charge ng premium. Kasi if this is... Tsaka may money back ako, by the way. If wala kang result, pag ginawa mo yung sinabi namin lahat, 60 days, we're gonna return your money. So, case study. So, there's one specific person. Pina-attend niya yung anak niya. 18 years old. Nag-manage ng PC shop niya. I'm not sure if you know Uni PC. Tinuro yung content creation skill set. In-apply doon sa
business nila.
Bro, 30 million generated revenue.
Sales. After that. And most of that are coming from that specific branch. Which is kung nandun yung anak niya. At hindi ako naniniwala kasi ako minsan, sometimes, people would just say just to please you . So, it's like 30 million. Okay, that's good to know. Pero pinakita niya sa akin, CRM nila. Ito, 30 million. And this is right after the masterclass or the bootcamp. Applied kagad yung natutunan. Back agad.
Agad.
Conversion into sales.
Exactly. Sobrang lakas.
See, yun yung na-miss niyang, hindi naman sa pinagsisisihan ko na late niya na nagawa yun, no? Pero yun yung na-miss yung opportunity kung alam niya lang yun ng mas maaga. Right?
So basically, we try to find a way for you to really learn by facilitating learning. Pero most of the time, nasa sayo na yan kung i-execute mo yung mga natutunan mo .
Minsan kasi oo ka lang na oo sa class, no?
Wala ka namang ginagawa after.
Pwede rin yun.
Diba? I can lead you to the, you can lead the horse to the well, but I can't force you to drink.
Yeah.
So, ikaw na mismo dapat ang uminom nun. But we make sure that you have God damn huge well to drink from.
Nice.
Parang ganun. Nice. So, yun. Results sobrang dami, like business owners, personal brands. Merong isa nag-post, first time niya na content, nag-post siya. Assignment lang yun. Tapos after kinabukasan, 1 million. First content. So kasi may mga may mga structure yan . So
in-apply niya lahat yun.
In-apply yan.
Nag-1 million yung first content niya.
And most of the time, bakit hindi ka nagkakaroon ng result? Kasi hindi ka nag-execute. Parang ganun.
Yun din talaga.
Parang analysis by paralysis . So, sobrang nag-initiate. So, lahat ng bullshit talaga tinire-remove namin. And you can see the raving fans talaga, bro. So yun ang nakakataba ng puso kasi we really have raving fans that meron pang isa from Zoom lang siya, ha? Zoom from Japan. She went there for the content creation technicalities aspect of it. Yung tao na yun, umiinom ng gamot para sa anxiety niya. 3 hours pa lang umiinom na siya. But after she attended the content creation bootcamp, 3 days na siya hindi umiinom ng gamot.
Wow.
Because she was able to release the inner parang anxieties that she has. Tapos, nagkaroon siya ng environment that's really supportive. Hindi bullshit environment and stuff. Pansin mo yun, pag pupunta ka sa isang event, tapos parang pataasan ng ego, hindi mo papansinin, tapos makikinig ka lang, tapos na. Tapos magkakape kayo, hindi mo papansinin yung kasama mo kasi hindi gano'n ang bootcamp na. Bro, hindi gano'n ang bootcamp namin. Sobrang total opposite. And that's the reason why I would love to say na that is arguably speaking the best content mastery bootcamp in the Philippines as of the moment. I'm confident. And I want you to attend the batch 5.
Let's go.
And then tell it otherwise if I'm fucking around.
Sige, let's go. I-discuss siya sa podcast ko pag hindi
Sobra.
Pero I mean, hindi naman siya magiging 4 na beses kung hindi naman din talaga siya no? Pero I'd like to ask, what made you to decide to do it? The bootcamp. Kasi it's always okay to keep your knowledge within yourself.
Nice, exactly.
Not share the knowledge that you have and not share the blessing that you're receiving. Pero what made you do it?
First of all, mind you, this is still a business.
Oh, of course.
This is business.
Then.
Monetization, of course. But honestly, the major reason is like what I have right now, like what I feel right now, like waking up every single morning, having the opportunity to live a life that I want to live and doing the things that I love every single fucking day. And generating parang finances that makes me financially free.
Wow.
And this feels like a hack. Parang patang I'm living in a
Andaya,
cheat code.
Andaya,
I'm living in a cheat code life.
You're paying your taxes, you're paying all your bills upfront ng maayos.
For sure.
Pero you're living comfortably.
Exactly.
And sometimes more than enough.
Fulfilled.
Yeah.
And living a purposeful life. So the reason why I'm sharing this is this is meant to be shared. This good shit is meant to be shared. Na posible kang magkaroon ng buhay na masaya. Hindi ko sinasabing walang problema, pero macro happy.
Macro happy.
Yes.
In general, you're happy.
In general, yes. There will be micro challenges, of course. And you don't want to live a life that it's always happy.
That's gonna be boring.
It's gonna be boring. And di ba, in order for you to appreciate the sweet, you have to know how the sour tastes like.
Solid.
So that's the reason why okay pa rin yung mga micro problems. Pero in general, like your soul is fulfilled. That's the reason why I want to teach this, because this content creation really brought me a lot in my life. Na somebody out there has a message that could save a person. Our company, our organization's main purpose is create creators that influence transformation.
Create creators.
So
That's good.
yeah, that's the main goal. We wanted to create creators that influence positive transformation. And through the learnings that they will get, they will be able to produce content that gives value. Kasi may ethics yung mga pinoproduce namin eh. And once they're able to do that, that could be our feeble attempt in changing Philippines. That could be one of the reasons why Philippines would become a first world country. Hopefully in our lifetime.
Long vision, no?
Yeah. Because, isipin mo, we're more richer than Singapore.
In terms of natural resources.
Manpower. But they're a first world country.
That's considering they're just as big as Tondo.
Exactly. And you know why? The only difference is this. How they think. And what if we're able to produce army of content creators,
Wow.
which would be the majority of people consuming. And on those content consumers are guided with proper ethics in content creation and produce valuable content.
Wow.
That could be one of the reasons why people would have a change of mindset. Kasi lahat ng napapanood nila may value.
Can make the world better talaga.
Hopefully the Philippines. And yun, I mean, that's where I'm grounded at. Creating creators that influence transformation. And hopefully that will be the case. And I know that from the first two, no, I've been doing this since 2020, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
The curriculum I'm teaching, this was the first vlogging curriculum that was approved in Dubai when I applied it. Kasi nagturo ako sa Dubai first eh. Live. And you know how difficult that is. Hindi yun pwedeng magturo ka lang tapos wala kang permit. So, So I have to...
Deport ka nun.
Yeah. So yung curriculum ko, in-apply namin yun doon sa education body ng Dubai.
At pasok sa standards nila.
Pasok sa standards nila. And that's how fucking confident I am with what I'm teaching. Because this was approved internationally.
And I think the reason why you're charging a premium is because you want to invite quality types of people who really wants to learn.
Fuck yes, exactly.
Kasi kung libre lang din to, wala. Kung sino-sino lang nandiyan dyan, hindi kasi seryosohin.
Exactly.
Pero kung nagbayad sila ng premium amount, you know that they're gonna live all the lessons that they've heard.
People pay attention.
Wow. Ba't ang dami ko nakukuha sa'yo, no? Sana hindi to matapos tong episode na to eh. And, alam mo, kwento ko lang mabilis, kaya gusto kong ginagawa ko dahil sa mga katulad mo na nag-e-exist sa mundo na ang sarap i-pick ng mind at ang sarap makakwentuhan dahil sobrang daming experiences na actually hindi mo na nga sinesurface eh. Pero yung lahat ng pinapakita mo, lahat ng sinasabi mo ay results of those dark days. I can feel.
Yeah, exactly.
Na para hindi nyo na lang maramdaman at para hindi nyo na lang din pagdaanan, ito na.
Yeah.
Galing nun.
Yeah, exactly. We narrowed it down. So super focused ako sa parang value so much na I tend not to think about me. Kasi I thought na parang wala namang value yun eh. Like me in talking about myself. Pero yun nga, tama yung sinabi mo na maybe somebody will be able to relate themselves on my specific situation before na pinagdaraanan nila ngayon or pinagdaanan nila before. And parang maganda kasi parang you're able to see that someone who looks like them was able to make it.
Oo, din.
So much better ang parang napupursue nila yung gusto nilang gawin. Because someone who looks like them. So someone who looks like them means someone who was battered, someone na hindi pinanganak ng mayaman, someone na I don't know, sexually abused.
Or hindi pa nakapagtapos.
Hindi pa nakapagtapos or talagang mahirap.
Oh, yeah.
Someone who looks like them but was able to become successful. What stops them from doing the same thing?
Galing. Kasi confidence yung nabibigay mo dun eh.
Yes. Kung kaya niya, kaya ko din. Parang as cliche as that may sound but sobrang laking na itutulong dun. So yeah, that's it.
Darbs, before matapos tong episode na to na napakasiksik, liglig at umaapaw ng values, I'd like to ask lang, what are the things na habangan namin sa'yo? Patapos ng 2023, this year has been big for you and your team.
Yeah.
It's a big for the digital media in general. Ano abangan namin kay Darbs, Kim?
So, I'm writing a book.
Wow.
The Hook Book.
The Hook Book.
Master content. Master content ba yun? Master influence.
Okay.
Monetize content. Live your fucking life. That's the name
Master influence, monetize content, and live your fucking life.
Yes.
I like the title.
The Hook Book. Yeah, so
Okay.
abangan nyo yan. Hopefully first quarter, we're gonna release it.
Okay.
Next is, I'm doing something. A product.
Sinabi mo nga kanina?
So a product that basically helps us live beyond 100 years old. Or at least somehow, if we do it as a habit,
Okay.
or if the entire Philippines is able to do that, just replace one specific aspect of your meal.
Okay.
So that specific product, we're gonna release it as well next year. So next year is really like sobrang daming...
A big year then.
Big year then. We're preparing. So, na-try ko yung product kanina.
Wow.
Sobrang exciting. So you're gonna get the first episode 2-3 days from now. Kasi we're trying to gusto kong i-involve ang audience ko in the process of creating that.
By the moment na napapanood nyo to, check nyo na rin kagad yung page ni
Yes.
DARBS kasi sigurado nandun na rin yung mga yon.
For sure.
Okay.
And
Exciting yan, ah.
Super I'm excited.
What else?
Sa launch, invite kita.
Sige,
Pag
please.
nag-launch. Siguro yun, Content Mastery Bootcamp Batch 5, siguro. We're gonna do it February.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Mhm.
And more on, siguro next year, we're planning to get a huge office na. So it's a big move. Medyo something na...
Siksi ka na ba ngayon? Sa office nyo?
Medyo. So we're trying to kasi most likely remote kasi ang work namin eh.
Oo.
So sa bahay, meron kami sa bahay.
Oo.
But I want to gather na talaga in one working space.
Meron talaga space to work.
Yes.
That's
so,
nice.
Space to work and also a studio din.
To create.
Invite din kita pag
Yeah,
open
for
eh.
sure.
Yeah.
Exciting. Marami
Next
pa tayong
year.
pwede magawa doon.
For sure. And yeah, that's it. More content for me for sure. Expect me to always deliver value on every content that you watch. Expect me to always create creators that influence transformation. And hope you will still be there to support.
Wow. That's so much to look forward to. Pero lahat yan talagang aabangan namin. Last question siguro could be, what is your message to everyone who tuned into you, who chose to watch your contents, who supports you from day one up until now, at saka sa lahat ng taong naniniwala sa lahat ng Cosmo? Kasi sobrang lakas ng support mo online. What's your message to every one of them?
If you're someone who has been there since day one, know that I fucking love you. Ikaw yung nandyan nung walang naniniwala. And it doesn't matter if you were there since day one or you were here because you were able to watch a content. Know and understand that I'm doing everything because I'm driven towards, just giving value. At gusto ko lang magpasalamat sa inyo kasi hindi kayo nagsasawang magko-comment, mag-share. Sa mga nag-approach sa akin para magpa-picture. Happy ako niyan kasi I know that I did so much value in you na it pushes you to take a picture and post it on the internet. So, wag kayong mahihiya if ever. Hindi po ako nangangagat. Yeah, I hope you continue supporting Real Talk DARBS kasi it's not about me anymore. That's what I realize. Real Talk DARBS is not about a person. It's about a mission. If you support Real Talk DARBS, you're supporting the mission that I am pushing myself in. The people that I'm working with in the organization. Pag nanonood ka ng content, nagsusupport ka, nasusuportahan mo din yung mga taong inside my organization. And I just basically want to be remembered as a person na that na mas marami akong binigay kaysa marami akong kinuha. Yan. That's what I want to be remembered at. And I hope you still will be there 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, 10 years from now. The Real Talk DARBS will for sure evolve.
Yeah.
It will not be like this forever. Something's gonna change, something's gonna evolve. But for sure, regardless of what happens, there will always still be value on the content that I'm gonna produce. That I promise you.
Wow. Sobrang inspiring. Siguro meron akong takeaway for this episode. Sa dami, ang i-highlight ko lang, ikaw na nanonood nito, this is the best time for you to take advantage of your life. Go get it. Maraming salamat, DARBS Kim. And salamat sa inyong lahat na nanood. Lahat ng social media at lahat ng handles and lahat ng links ng Real Talk DARBS nasa description sa baba. Kung may comment kayo tungkol sa episode, kung ano yung mga kuro-kuro, opinion, or kung ano yung mga gusto nyo sabihin, based sa napag-usapan dito, babasahin ko yan. Comment nyo lang sa baba. Yung next guest na gusto nyong mag-guest namin, comment nyo sa baba. Invite namin yan. And yeah, abangan nyo lang lagi every Sunday. DOUGBROCK Radio Podcast. Mapapanood nyo dito sa YouTube. Mapapanood nyo sa Spotify. And ako, gusto ko lang magpasalamat sa inyo sa lahat ng membro ng Cyber Gang, sa lahat ng nag-subscribe. At kahit hindi nakasubscribe, nanonood ito, sa lahat ng fans at sa lahat ng supporters ng Real Talk DARBS, maraming thank you. Ginagawa ko to para mag-go sa deep conversations at para mas matuto. Makakuha rin ng value based sa mga successful na tao na gusto nating makausap. Kita-kits tayo ulit next Sunday. Maraming salamat. Shoutout sa inyong lahat. Shoutout sa Rosales. Shoutout sa buong TMP Media Group. And yeah, may gusto kang batiin?
Thank you very much for everybody who supports since day one. Know that I love you. Real Talk DARBS out. Yalla bye.
Maraming salamat. This has been DOUGBROCK. I'm with Real Talk DARBS and this is DOUGBROCK Radio.
Hey.
Thanks, my brother.
Thank you very much.
What is up, cyberspace? Welcome back to your favorite podcast. This is DOUGBROCK Radio.